The time has come. Welcome to everybody to, I mean, this is titled Brony Debates, but that's not entirely correct because I don't think we're going to be doing a whole lot of debating tonight. It's just me and a bunch of other freaking weirdos that I've assembled who were also in attendance of Mare Fair. Now,
yes.
I went to Mare Fair despite the fact that I said I wasn't going to any more conventions, but that was because my wife dragged me along and she needed my help, and I'm gonna be a dutiful husband and go and support my wife and protect her from all the weirdo frickin' 4chan bronies. And along the way, I met a few people there that drive me nuts, but they're tolerable for the most part. And they are the following joining us tonight to talk about the things that we experienced last week. Starting with who do we start with? We're gonna start with the absolutely drop dead gorgeous Aventicus. How are you doing tonight?
Oh my goodness, I'm doing wonderfully, and now I'm just realizing that the thumbnail, you didn't want a headshot, you wanted a full body, and now I'm just floating above the table.
Well, you're just sort of floating behind the table. I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can do about that unless you give me a full body, and otherwise I just gotta hope that nobody. Yeah, I hope that nobody looks behind the table. I'm not finishing it. I'm not fixing it now. We're already on air. What the heck is wrong with you? I know.
What do you? I didn't
show a little professionalism next time.
Yes, sir. My bad.
I've seen people get blacklisted from the industry for less. I was one of them.
Fair enough.
True.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'm doing wonderfully. I am coming down from the postcon crud. It was not fun. I'm not sure what it was. People say it was Rona. People say it was
Rona.
I don't know.
As in my Sharona?
They call it. Yeah, that as in my Sharona. People call it a bunch of different things. Whatever doesn't get this video demonetized.
Yep. Done.
What makes you think I'm monetized?
I don't know. But yeah, it's yeah. I got so many feelings and emotions about this whole thing that it's like hard to put together. But that was one of the absolute best weekends of my life. And thank you guys again for coming to my panel. You all made it so much better. So
very good, and we will talk about that panel and absolutely just raise it. Also joining us tonight, we've got someone with some of the most beautiful hair I've ever seen. Emerald Spencer, how are you doing tonight?
Aww. Pretty good, considering I've been post-con crashing all week and just slept for like 14 hours straight.
I've been worried about him.
Yeah, it better be good. Yeah, Heather was like, is Emerald dead? We haven't heard from him all day.
Your eyes were blue during the convention, Emerald. So.
Oh yeah, Emerald almost freaking died on Saturday. We had to rush him home.
Yeah, dude.
But, you over-exaggerate. I was just exhausted and ran out of the stress I needed to keep going.
You were just a little purple around the eyes, just a little bit pale. Not a little bit, you were pretty pale.
Okay, I am going to correct you on a little purple around the eyes. You could have gone to Aldi with the bags that were under those suckers, okay?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, and you were pale, my man. I wish I took a picture, and it wasn't just the lighting. Like you looked like what I looked like that one time I had to get blood work done, and they took like half a pint out of me, and
damn.
Yeah, that's what you looked like. All right, who else do we got? You might have been hearing Editz Kuhn's voice in the background there. How are you doing tonight, Kuhn?
So my voice is still recovering from the convention itself because I went all out during it because a lot of my friends came in. Other than that, it was a blast, dude.
Yeah, I can still hear your voice all messed up. How is your voice still messed up after all this time?
I don't know. I'm chalking it up to the fact that my health, just my health may be the issue. Yeah.
All right, here's what you're going to do from now on. All right, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day.
In this heat, bruh.
You can't use your. You have to save money by not using your air conditioner. You have to eat right by only having a banana for breakfast every morning, and eventually you will go strong. You will grow stronger, but all your hair is going to fall out.
Okay, so
I will say, maybe just decrease that all to 25 reps for each of that, and maybe just do a little jog around your neighborhood with a hat, with sunblock, with a hat.
Yeah, I actually got an idea going so far. First of all, my birthday just passed too, right after Mare Fair. Great time. Appreciate it, guys. I am just going to go ahead and cut soda, because I know that's one of the things that probably did a lot of effect to me.
That's the good thing to do. Just cut that soda.
I'm done with that. I'm finally pulling through with, 10 years of telling myself to quit soda? Because I know
some people struggle with smoking. You ever think about that?
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I know people that still have that problem because smoking is an issue. But, me is me. I just got to eat healthier, get more active, and, maybe work the glutes once in a while.
The glutes are surprisingly important. Like, the thing that makes humans so powerful is literally how good are your butt muscles. The butt muscles are the stabilizers for the rest of your body. You just, if you've got strong glutes, lumbar, and obliques, specifically the sides of your abs, you're golden. If those are strong, you can get to 70 or 80 with no back problems.
Yeah, and I want a perfect ass too.
You know what?
Well, who doesn't?
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. And lastly, we've got Princess Heather Blossom. How are you doing, babe?
I'm doing all right. I think a wheel's caught. When my chair wheels is caught on something. Hold on, let me fix that.
7 equals 1 heart says, dang it, Brony, not everyone is Saitama. Here's the thing, though. Saitama wasn't even Saitama. He just had the determination to work out properly every day. And then he became Saitama. No, not crypto, you freaking moron. Fun fact, actually. I actually decided to buy out all my crypto just to go to this convention. It was a good way to get off it,
Worth it. Totally.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were all up into crypto until you told me, and I was just oh, you do crypto?
Yeah, okay. I only put pocket change into it. I put $90 all together, and I got back
that should be only what you do, because you can't sink all your money in that. Too many people have lost so much.
Plus, I'm poor, I gotta save every little bit.
I've been seeing headlines pop up all the time. Y'all remember those ugly apes or whatever they called them that were apparently
the NFTs.
Millions of dollars each on Ethereum or Bitcoin or something stupid like that back in 21 and 20. And I was so sick of hearing about it. And I'm like, you just freaking watch. In a couple of years max, those are gonna crash. And then last week, the week before the convention, I was seeing all these headlines, that the NFTs have completely crashed, and people that paid hundreds and hundreds of thousands at $300, $400, $500,000 for these freaking JPEGs, or they're not worth anything anymore. And I'm like, called it. I freaking told you guys, if you're gonna use a fiat currency, just stick with the US dollar. It's the same exact thing. Backed by imagination, just like all these other, meme coins that we've got out here.
Think about it. If you're going to go ahead and get yourself scammed, better to let the government scam you. I mean, that's the best bet.
You know what? I'm going to make one argument in defense of cryptocurrency right now, though.
What is
Why?
it?
Credit card companies can't control what you buy with it.
That's fair.
That's true.
Fair.
Actually,
for now, give it a year.
True.
Indeed. Kun, question for you. Every time that you did your taxes, did you ever put any information about your crypto, I don't know, profit from that? Or did you just say, nah, I'm not gonna?
The thing is, when it comes to crypto, I tried to keep it kind of under wraps, because at the end of the day, I did it because of some of my friends during COVID were getting into it too. So I'm like, fuck it. It doesn't hurt to throw a little bit in, see what happens. And plus, it's below $500 that I got back, so it doesn't count even to California standards. So it's not going to be taxed, thankfully.
Tax evasion on Brony Debates Live. Let's go.
No.
I don't count it. If it's cryptocurrency, I don't count it because it's technically not an earned income. So,
well, the thing is, if you're making money off of it and it returns a profit, especially if it goes over 500, you do have to report it. Frankly, yeah, I know, right?
That's
specifically, it is.
Thank you, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I love you, America.
Real quick, Paladin is asking, is Aventicus part zebra? Tell us about your OC, Aventicus.
Oh gosh, wow! I have to lore dump here. All right.
I thought he was just old.
So gosh, this is
Aventicus is probably the youngest dude in this call.
Wait, how old are you?
Do you really, should I age dox? I mean,
that's up to you, man.
It's big. Who's going to dox you anyway?
Who cares? I'm 26.
Dang, Spencer,
I had you beat by a couple months.
Dang.
Oh, very well, very well.
Okay.
Actually, my birthday is coming up at the end of this year, boys.
Congratulations on
December.
your birthday!
Yay!
November.
Closer to 30.
So Spencer is
yeah, he's older by a month.
If there's anything I could tell you about 30, you still feel the same until it hits you probably in your 40s.
But if you're already 26, then I'm younger than you by 11 months.
Wait a minute.
Dang.
99?
99.
Very well. I'm 98.
Look, we're all in the 19s. Yep. We're ancient.
Yeah, basically. At this point,
so we're all old. Everyone move on.
As the Zoomers would say,
how the frick is the oldest guy in here who's been crippled twice to 3 times now, still stronger than all of you combined? Y'all need to
I don't know, but I'm going to use it to my advantage every time. We got to tell them about what I made Brony do on your panel.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get to that. So, Mare Fair, that's what we're here for. And to answer somebody else's question earlier, the reason why we are streaming so early is because I tried to gather up everybody that was at Mare Fair with me. Like Kanto Acrylic is another friend of the show, and he was there too. So was Seer, and so was Chunkley or Walter Snacklefox, but neither of them responded to my messages. So it's just the 5 of us tonight, but with 5 of us telling different stories of everything we did over that crazy weekend, it's going to take a long time. So that's why we're streaming early. We're giving ourselves extra time to just have fun and tell stories. So let's see. Who wants to go first?
How about Spencer?
Yeah, we'll probably get through Emerald the quickest, actually. Emerald, tell us about your Mare Fair experience.
I spent a very long time in the vendor hall.
I wonder why.
And the game room.
Oh, well, actually, no, that one I know why.
Yeah, vendor hall was because of Seer. She went to every stall. We spent way too much money. Funny story, we went to one stall, I forget her name. She had a whole bunch of Miku design stuff. And I went up and I'm looking at everything. I literally go up to the counter and say, what is everything with a Miku pattern that you have on it? And she's like, oh, this. I'll take one of everything. Happy birthday, babe.
Damn. Oh, yeah, it was her birthday, too. I thought you guys were setting it up for her birthday.
Freaking Emerald Spencer literally did the JonTron. Take your entire stock.
Shut up and take my money.
I only took one of each.
How about let's see. So most of your time was in the vendor hall and the game room. Did you see anything in the vendor hall that really stuck out to you?
I got a coaster set for Heather's office that you can actually see in her camera shot right now. Depending on how you have it cropped, I don't know. Actually, I don't have the stream up personally.
I don't. I'm not showing Heather's camera yet, but we will eventually.
I see. My apologies for spoiling that. Then.
Not a problem.
Yeah, so I got
plenty more things
for Heather. Oops, sorry. What was that?
I was saying, there's plenty more things that I think they're gonna find interesting that I got here.
I mean, fair enough. At that same coaster stall, I also got a dice set. I got a keychain for Seer, little acrylic Fluttershy one. Yeah, I cannot believe that I managed to find a print of Huntrix as ponies. I simultaneously wish there was more Huntrix stuff, and I am surprised I found any at all. Unfortunately, given the fact that I was practically dead on my feet for all of Saturday, I don't have much memory of it outside of the cosplay contest, which we'll probably get into as a group a little later.
That was
yeah, then Sunday was really chill in the game hall and play Prance and Beyblades.
Yeah, that's right. The Beyblades were great. That's like I sent Aventicus and Kanto a message, and I was like, "Hey, we've got Prance and Beyblades in the game room if you want to come hang out." And then Aventicus showed up a few minutes later, but Kanto was like, "Holy frick, Beyblades!" And then he showed up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. How'd you like playing Prance?
Prance is a lot of fun.
I was not good at it. I really enjoyed you obliterating the competition. I expected it. I expected you to win, but it was fun watching you destroy it.
He always obliterates the competition.
It's my favorite game, and it's practically a combat sport. So it's
dude. I'm saying that if you make a panel of this, people are going to have to sign a waiver.
Yes.
Oh my god! To have to sign a waiver. I mean,
yeah. So for those who don't know, Prance is a card game, and there's actually videos out on YouTube of me playing Prance with the other analysts and just breaking people's hands because I didn't know how to control my strength at the time. I have since figured out ways to not break people's hands, but yeah, there's never a 100% guarantee, because the way you play this game is you all take turns flipping over a card on your from your hand there, and if you see a match or what's called a burger, or you basically, the goal is to get the whole deck of cards to yourself. So you've got to slap the stack and be first to slap the stack. So if everybody around the table, in this case, what did we have, 6-7 players, sees the stack, the match at the same time, they all go for it at the same time, you might just bang your hands into each other, which can hurt.
Be painful. But yeah. I got a trick up my sleeve. Be sleek.
I am boot going. Prance is a contact sport when Brony is involved. No, it's just a contact sport in general.
You gotta shake hands,
or at the very least, it can be. When you get a big group. When I played it at Everfree Northwest in 23, and I actually went to the Prance tournament, and they put me one-on-one with who was it? They put me one-on-one with. It was Illustrious Q, who is way the frick better at the game than I am. So him and I never made contact. But when Silver Quill and I played in an earlier round, him and I clashed hands quite a bit, and my hands are harder than his, so he got a little bit hurt. But yeah, that was the Seer, to my pleasant surprise, was very much into Prance, and that made me happy to have another person around me that enjoys that game.
She got really into it. She got really good at it too.
Yeah, and then later on, we were back at the house, and yeah, I was like, "Hey, we could play some games. Here's our options." She's like, "Prance." That's
wonderful.
Yep. And so Emerald, tell us about the Beyblades you brought.
Hell yeah.
Where do I even start with that?
You and Kun were making a whole Beyblade video while you were there.
You got to make
When's
that video.
When's that coming out on your channel?
Yeah.
Considering that my first Beyblade unboxing that I think was recorded before last year's Mare Fair is still in development hell, along with the rest of my videos, who the frick knows?
Get it done or else. Get it done or I'm going to upload it.
We just need to like quit our jobs and go full time, and we'll just literally bet the house. We're either gonna make this work, or we're all gonna frickin' be homeless, and Brony will commit seppuku.
All right, bet. I'm right.
Quit our jobs and go full time, huh? So, Brony, when's the Mare Fair 1 Somber video?
Frickin'. You know what I will say, like everybody at this table and then some have been giving me a lot of really good encouragement, that I've kind of been needing and lacking in the last couple of years here. So I'm going to try. I've been trying for a few weeks now. I'm going to see if I can make myself a schedule. And once I get a schedule down, I mean, if I sit down with the footage for 1, maybe 2 days, it'll get done. King Sombra videos are extremely easy to make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I just gotta
the hard part.
I just gotta freaking take a day and do it. And
Yep.
I gotta get back on my game, and I gotta, not be suicidally depressed, but that's something that that's my own inner demon that I gotta overcome in order to really get back into it. So let's see here.
You'll overcome it.
Mind if I hijack for a hot second?
Nah, go for it.
So, I was scrolling Tumblr today, and my Tumblr has just turned into Huntrix, the Tumblr feed, because I keep following artists of that. And someone made a post about how Rumi in K-pop Demon Hunters is passively suicidal. And they had to turn off reblogs because people kept venting whenever they reblogged it. And I commented, shame you turned it off, but I think I know what happened. You just introduced the term passively suicidal to a lot of people, myself included.
Yeah, that's certainly one way to put it. I've been feeling that way for the last couple of years myself. Now then, yeah, so you brought the Beyblades, and then what happened? We had some people coming to play Beyblades, like once that got going, you got a little bit of a crowd there.
Yep, just some people coming to look, some people coming to play. Yeah, not much more to it than that. We played Beyblades a couple times.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yep. I taught some people the rules of the couple of tournaments I went to.
I had a pretty good streak on the Beyblades there, and then I don't know what you did, but once you got involved, I couldn't beat you.
Well, see, everyone else was running stock combos, but I had put together my tournament deck, so...
see, I literally just kind of went into your box and picked one at random and went, Emerald, fight me.
Yep.
That's basically what I do.
Meanwhile, I had lived on the Beyblade subreddit a couple months, so I knew all the competitive combos.
Oh. Badass over here.
Let's move on to Kun. How was your Mare Fair?
God, where do I start?
From the beginning.
Okay.
You landed in Florida.
Yeah, I landed in Florida earlier than usual. I really regret not having my pony shirt underneath my regular shirt because all of you are wearing the same pony shirt. I was like, dang it, missed opportunity. You just go, ah. You know what I mean? Jumped in. Then the next day, we kind of went to the convention. My buddies were there too. Like, they got a hotel and everything. They're like, bro, where are you? It's like you're not here. By the way, I'm going to be jumping everywhere because there's a lot of stuff that happened. But, and my buddies were looking for me. Yeah. Oh, man. Should I talk about the big things that happened? Or, I'll talk about the things that really fascinated me about the convention. First of all, the sheriff presence at the convention, right?
Did you see that one picture of the sheriff admiring the art in the gallery?
Yeah, dude, I've seen it. My friends in my other server have all been posting pictures of sheriffs and predicaments and situations throughout the convention, and I'm telling you every predicament and situation in the convention. Which, mind you, there's an NAACP happening upstairs, and we had a motorcycle convention going on downstairs, across from the convention. Then you had us degenerates just kind of running around shouting.
Here's the funny thing about that, Kun. this is from the horse's mouth, no pun intended. That the NAACP thought, like, they said that we were the nicest convention they've ever paired with.
Hell yeah. I mean,
dude.
It makes sense.
Actually, some of them were like shouting mares with us whenever the chant went out.
That is awesome. That's freaking great, dude. Now, it's funny. When Heather was about to start her panel, which is Your Cringe and That's Okay, I remember saying before her panel begun was, I'm expecting that I hope the sheriffs walk in on this or like something like that. I can't remember specifically. It was all a blur, but I just know the moment I said that, I think like 2 sheriffs came by who were fascinated by the panel for a little bit. That was fun. I was so tempted to go up and actually ask the sheriffs themselves.
That would have been so good. That would have been so good.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been great. And then after that, the next day, where do I go from there? Gosh, a lot happened the second day, Saturday. I guess I'll go with I bought a lot of shit. I bought a little trinket, this little what do you call them? The key caps. I'm still tapping on them at this moment. They're fun.
I can hear you, and we're gonna show those off a little bit later. How did you like being pack mule and squire for the day?
I actually did not mind. I was just vibing. All that mattered was I was with my friends, you guys, and of course I got my other group of friends that came and joined the convention and all that. That was fun to me. That's all that mattered. I did not mind helping you because I've done this the past 2 Mare Fairs. I helped you like carry your camera gear and all that. So I didn't mind. I actually had fun. That was fun to me. Later that night, it was after we dropped off spawns, right? And we came back. My friends are like, we got to meet up with you. And I'm like, fine, fuck it. I'll meet up with you guys. Just where's your hotel? I'll come meet up with you guys. I go up to their hotel. Now, I'm going to keep it family friendly.
So he's not going to tell us about the orgy that was going on up there.
This isn't a furry con, hey.
No.
Isn't a furry con.
I'm not furry, okay, guys?
Oh, the lady doth protest too much.
But it's funny because like I met up with my friends. We found like a alcohol, those like hotel parties where like they have all the alcohol and all that. We found that, went there, got some booze, and then like later that day, we're just calling our friend who lives in Italy, who regretfully couldn't come to the convention. They denied his visa. We called him. He was at Galacon at the time, so we're like, "Oh, boo, Galacon, Mare Fair, 100%." Kind of like tit for tat with each other. Showed him some of the stuff we bought at that one vendors hall that opens up late at night. Not going into any further details, but I will add into this though. I remember my buddies and I were just in that vendors hall, the late night vendors hall. And we see a sheriff standing in the middle of it all, just standing there looking at everything. And I just turned to my friends. I'm like, guys, there's literally a sheriff like right behind you. My buddy Syndicate, who was one of the ones that actually had a music set. I'll get into that in a moment. He turns around to the sheriff and just asks, so what do you think about what's going on here? Sheriff straight up just says, doesn't matter to me. Just like chill about it too.
There was another sheriff there though, and she was in the crowd for the rave, like dancing with glow sticks.
Amazing.
Dude, what is it with Orlando police? They're great, dude.
I think it's just because they know that we're just there to have a good time, and I think we have a good time. We have a good time in like the best way.
Yeah,
we're not. I mean, from one thing that I've noticed about Bronies is that, for all like, the cringe that's associated with us, I think we're the best fandom when it comes to respect for everybody else around us. And we're there to genuinely enjoy really just the company of everybody else that likes mares.
Yeah, man. Freaking...
I mean, and I think it just kind of reflects and people get comfortable with us because at that point we're just kind of comfortable with ourselves and we're having fun. I mean, I don't know if there's any other,
Look, put it this way. I think Heather put it best. You're cringe, and that's okay.
Amen. Honestly, I need to get that as a tattoo or as a shirt. I mean,
Hallelujah.
No, I need that as a
Yeah,
placard.
I should
That's
sell
gonna be above my
shirts.
bed. You should. You should.
make a shirt like
Actually,
that. I'll buy
I feel
it.
like I still owe you a shirt anyway because I think you would have won best performance if it wasn't for the guy at the Burger King crown. But still, anyway, I digress.
Burger King crown and had an accent. I had no chance.
Look, he was Australian. You know what? You were the best out there of all the voice actors. Your derpy was peak.
Top notch.
Sorry, we'll get to that later. Sorry, keep going, Kun.
Okay, so now we brought up the rave and the sheriff being in the rave, having a fun time. Now, there's an interesting thing I kind of learned after the fact, especially after uploading my video and getting it up there. I got a lot of messages saying like, no, not the the plushie, not the plushie. If you guys remember, like Heather, Brony, I know you were there. Were you there when they were like literally just stomping that plushie to death?
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah, dude. Apparently, it became like a whole talking point at the convention. I don't know, but what was interesting is I was just up front, drunkenly having a good time with everyone. I got pretty drunk for that rave, and I just turn around to just see a guy like punch a plushie, and out of the blue, they start fighting over the plushie. I'm telling you, going ham for it. I got the video on my channel. Go check it out. I uploaded a short on Instagram, TikTok, even Twitter, dead naming, and YouTube. Go check it all out. Like, they went hard on it. Dude, that was
Was that the Anon-Philly plushie, or was that something else?
I think it was the Anon-Philly plush. I just know a guy had a plushie that he was punching, and then all of a sudden they were all fighting over it to stomp
Dude, I think
out.
that's like the Franken-Philly thing that's been going around.
The Franken-Philly, yeah. So that Franken-Philly, I guess it was the Franken-Philly. I just know that like they were fighting over it hard. I got like first-hand action. I'm telling you, I could have reached and grabbed the plush myself, kind of ordeal. Lost my plush in that situation. I was like, oh shit, my $350 plush. Where is it? I was so concerned for it. Thankfully, I found it. Yeah, that was an interesting moment in time. Where else can I go from there? That's where I destroyed my voice too. That's why I sound so raspy. I really went hard that day. And then the following day, I got wind. Speaking of my friend from Italy who wanted to come to the convention, it turns out his art ended up in the gallery. I didn't know until the last second. Thankfully, one of my friends went and got a hold of the guy who had the art, and I was able to go in and check. I was like, oh shit, it actually is. Beeto's art is literally at the gallery, and I just thought that was really freaking cool. And it's funny because Beeto's goal was to make his art become well known in the community, and in a way, it ending up in Mare Fair is like a feat, dude. That's commendable. Even though he kind of has his opinions on Mare Fair now, but
which art was his? Which art was his?
It was Touch Mares, and it was like the main six.
You know what, guys? If you have pictures of some of the stuff we're talking about, go ahead and send them to me, and I'll put them up on the stream.
Oh, definitely. Okay. I don't have them as pictures. I have mostly footage. I mean, you could relay them to my YouTube video. It's in the YouTube video. I have it up. So.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Since then, Mare Fair finished, and I still had another day, and so Brony and Heather. And I think Spencer and Seer helped them out, set up a little happy birthday thing. I went to go take a nap in the room only to wake up and step out and go, what the fuck is this shit?
And I said, go back, I'm not done. And he came in anyway. I'm like, I didn't get to blow the balloons.
Yeah. Which I tried to blow up the balloons. They kept popping. And it's funny because I also went, oh, is it for Seer's birthday? Oh, that was fun.
No, it was for your birthday. Because it was your birthday. Her birthday was last week.
Yeah, it was the big 3-0, which Brony, your ramen was delicious. I don't care what you say. It was delicious, okay?
Yes, it was delicious. I just kind of screwed up the noodles a little bit.
It's fine. It's better to make the soup first, then cook the noodles, you know what I mean? But, tit for tat, 20/20 hindsight. And yeah, that was basically my... Oh, I forgot to add this. On the flight home, I got to meet a fellow Brony, at the Orlando airport. We both ended up on the same flight, right? And I'm just minding my business at my gate, and I just see a guy pass by with some of Fanny's art, and I'm like, oh shit, a Brony, okay. And they started calling our group, right? And next thing I know, he stands next to me and goes, "Mares?" I'm like, "Oh shit, Mares!"
Yeah, that's the thing about that's the culture of Mare Fair. They just
it's a greeting. It's became a greeting.
You'll be hanging out at Mare Fair, and some random dude in the audience will just go Mares, and then it's like the Pinkie Pie fun of Mare Fair. It's like
the crush, kill, destroy swag.
It's like the seagulls going mine from Finding Nemo. It's just it just echoes throughout the rest of the convention center after that.
Yeah, dude. It's great. It's great. And so I got to talk to that guy. Interestingly enough, now don't quote me, or I may be right. I don't know, but he got wind that it turns out Mare Fair is going to be at the same hotel for the next couple years. Which, if that's the case, awesome, right? And also he bought me some alcohol.
Nice.
And we had a good time. We talked. We got into some philosophy about about life outside of our planet, how our society is turning, all that stuff. We went deep into that stuff. And we landed in Austin. We went our ways. I still got his contact here on Discord. He was a great guy, actually. He was chill. And yeah, that was my Mare Fair experience.
Nice. Yeah, let me do this real quick. Make sure I have everything set up right. Okay, should be good. And I'll go over here and stream it to you guys so you guys can see. Share screen, this window. And y'all can tune into that real quick. And this is
great.
This is Editz video on it. Yeah, he caught some of us being in costume. Are you trying to rot the teeth of your king?
Yes.
Okay. I got some new armor for Sombra there.
It's nice, by the way.
It is so sick, dude.
You stop being so severely autistic and degenerate. You disgust me, all of you. So Kun missed a part in this video that I would like to draw attention to. Right,
would you like the footage?
I guess so, but later is
okay.
And because I don't know how well this interaction is going to show up on footage, but right after, you guys might have heard that from the audience, but somebody else in the audience went, "Go back to sucking crystals." And I turned around and yelled back, "I'll go back to selling your mom some crystal." And
I have it. I think I have it in 4K, dude. I just cut it out I cut it out just so I can keep the video short and packed. You know what I mean? But I should have put it in.
If you can cut that footage real quick, just to have that 5-second interaction and send it, then yeah, that'd be great.
Oh God, I have to pull it from my laptop. I have to edit it out and I'll give it to you.
But let's see what else happened in your video. Oh yeah, what's this going on?
Oh, I just wanted to show different plushies.
Actually, let me send that to you.
I just wanted to catch videos of some plushies because I like seeing plushies all around that convention. This one was funny. The guy thought I was giving him something.
The freaking frame rate on your camera, my dude, and the tanks. The tanks with the stickers on them.
Dude, it's great. I love it. And it kept getting more stickers throughout the convention.
I'm surprised they did not auction those off. Those items probably would have sold pretty well.
Yeah. Cut to the part where they started completely ravaging the plushie.
All right, that's
do we want to see that?
So here's your friend on stage.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find that part.
To the part. It should be coming up shortly. We're having a blast, dude. Who knew putting a chest camera actually gets?
Oh, you got a little bit of Heather and I dancing.
Yep.
Let's see if I can stop it.
There you guys are having the time of your life, listening to dubstep. That guy's going ham.
Yeah, dancing like we're waltzing to it. It's dope.
Yeah. That wasn't that the girl that said you guys won the the one that called that you guys won the
yeah, that was the contest judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ended up in the video earlier on. Okay. Oh, there you go. Go back a little. Go back a little. Go back a little. Go
Yeah,
back just a little.
Oh, just a little? Okay.
The fight for it. Yeah. Right here.
Oh, yeah, they're beating it up. That's definitely Frankenphilly.
Yep. And I think... Okay. We went a little too far back, but that's fine. It'll show.
The guys with the wife beaters always go so hard.
I know, dude.
Well, that's why they're wearing wife beaters. It's okay to get a wife beater like beat up and sweaty. Oh, frick, that dude just two feet stomping on that thing. Oh, yeah, here's the run. Here's them fighting over it. Oh, that's like a 3-man tussle there. Holy frick.
Yeah. My plushie's on the ground there. You see it? My
plushie.
Yeah, it's right there.
Good news for the viewers at home. Frankenphilly did get repaired.
Yeah, they did reper the Philly. I got
Look at this guy on the ground.
Yeah,
just like,
that is not a good place to be at a mosh.
Yeah,
Oh
dude. I was so lucky they didn't stomp him. I was like, oh, God, please, where is it? Yeah,
He's fine.
There's the plushie. The plushie's fine after. Look at him.
I mean,
I think that's what
so
Tony is for.
dejected.
The best.
Soy boy action.
This guy.
That's one of my friends too. That's one of my friends.
Well, that's Mesimos. That's who that is.
Yeah, it's Mesimos. He's in my server having a good time.
I went to his panel for, do you think you know the lines? Do you think you know the lines of like characters?
Yeah.
I
wasn't
utterly
part
failed
of it,
that
but
one.
Yeah.
Kanto was on that one.
Yeah. And now here's the part where if you want, you can go ahead and play the audio of this part. It's great. You guys will see how happy I was to hear you guys won.
Oh, you gave it away.
Cozy Glow, King Sombra, and the element of chaos himself, Disco!
Yay!
I mean, deserved, honestly, that you guys won.
Yeah. The poses were great.
Heather, way to drop the ball on the scepter.
Fuck you. You didn't tell me how high to put it. You said we weren't going that high.
I wish I got a better shot of that. That would have been perfect.
Now I
nice.
no one freaking way to keep that stance, Brony.
Yeah, that I'll cop to that. But something I really didn't like here for the costume contest was that like I could stand the small stage, like but they needed lights on there. They needed lights on that stage.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how like Mare Fair's photography comes out. And there were some photographers in there wielding some pretty good cameras. That most of them were using Sony A7Ss. That's a very good camera. However, if you got a good camera, that just means you need the skill to match it. Otherwise, the pictures are going to look worse. And not every photographer that wields an A7S knows what they're doing. So hopefully those pictures come out good. But yeah, some studio lights on that. Even some cheap ones, like the ones I have at home on the green screen, would have done wonders for being actually able to see the details in the costumes that we've got here.
It's not the camera, it's how you use it.
Yep.
True.
Oh, man.
It's not the size of the lens, it's how you handle it.
Yeah.
All three you would like. Can I get a drum roll, please?
The freaking shaky cam.
Yeah, it worked. It
worked out.
Yeah! Woo! Heather screams.
Yes!
You can hear me real good. If you know what my scream sounds like, it's in there.
Yes!
After we finish this watching, do you guys want to elucidate the details of your costumes? And how putting them together.
Yeah, wait a second. Listen carefully.
Those are my friends up there.
Those are my friends up there. I bet the guy next to is just like, sure, guy. Sure.
I'm horse famous.
I'm horse famous.
That's cool. You guys actually like won. You know?
And
You're all getting
shot. Ready again. And there's our trophy.
God, freaking Emerald does have pretty hair. You see his hair from the back? It's like a freaking curly Q pretty mess. I hate you. I should kick your ass, Emerald.
Give me your hair, you punk.
He's a beautiful woman from the back.
Beat him
him up.
A wonderful, majestic man from the front.
And you know what? While I'm out here,
someone's gonna go like, "Hey, baby."
While I'm out here taking Emerald's hair, I see Irish John in the chat. I'm gonna take his beard too, because he's got like the brightest, coolest, reddest beard I've ever seen.
Oh, appreciate it, Rusty.
Hey, Brony, do you want me to show? Because they're seeing it in the video. Do you want me to show chat the trophy?
Yeah, in a little bit here. In a little bit here. Let's
Mayonnaise.
We got a guy cosplaying as mayonnaise.
That's amazing. That's so
Is
good.
mayonnaise a pony?
The unicorns from Bridalwood would not be happy about that.
Oh yeah, I get it now. That's why I forgot.
Yeah.
So, Aventicus, you were talking about showing us something, but I didn't fully hear what you were saying. What's up?
I don't even remember. Short-term memory.
It was about the cosplay contest. I think you were saying.
I think
hey,
it was.
I
wanted to ask what I was asking, like, you know, the details of the costumes, like putting it together, and all that business.
Oh yeah. So, Heather, do you want to talk about that for a little bit?
Oh yeah, because I'm sorry, I'm getting a little drowsy. I'm gonna have to have my caffeine fix soon. But so the whole process was I learned that there was gonna be an official cosplay contest in advance, like when they first announced it for Mare Fair. I immediately looked at that and realized the like team limit was 4 people, and I'm like, I have 3 friends. And one of them has a King Sombra outfit, one of them has a Discord outfit, and a Cozy Glow outfit, and I have Chrysalis. Bing, bang, boom, we can make this work. And I've had a suit of armor for my Chrysalis cosplay for a while now that I've been waiting to debut and strut out, and there was never a better time. So I talked to Brony, I was like, are you down? Because I'm so down. And he's like, I guess I'm down. And then I go to Spencer and Kaya, and I'm just like, are you down? Because I'm so fucking down. And they're like, okay, I guess we're down. I'm like, okay, so we're down. So I was the initiator. Brony was the one who orchestrated all the armored elements. You know, he was the one, he got himself new plate armor for this. He's the one that got my Italian leather armor. I got to put in there. It's Italian leather, folks. Italian leather armor. And
Made from real
Spencer
Italians.
really pulled, the Italians themselves sewed it together to adorn my frame. We also added parachute clips to it because my frame is actually quite bigger than an Italian woman's, so we had to make it fit. But Spencer really pulled through with the 3D printed elements, like the Twilicane, some of the props we were holding. He made such a large effort that I wasn't expecting, and I certainly appreciate, because I think it really took us to a different level. Like we were just spades up because we were armored, we were literally armed, and we looked so freaking cool.
Emerald, do you have any pictures of some of the stuff that you 3D printed that you could throw to me?
I don't think I do.
Well, it's Twilicanes and a Chrysalis horn. Oh, I should have brought my Chrysalis horn to my desk. Where did I put that thing?
Actually? You know what? While
it's on my futon. Hold on.
Cool. And while Heather goes and does that, Aventicus, why don't you tell us about your weekend?
Oh my goodness gracious. Like I said, one of the absolute best weekends of my life. Post-con depression has been like trying to creep at the edges here, and it's been trying to get me. I guess I'm either too stupid or too distracted to really pay attention to it. But it's kind of crazy to think that we are a week and a day in from when it started. So my con, this is my first PonyCon.
Congratulations, man.
Not my first, thank you. Not my first convention, but this is overall the best convention I've ever been to. I've been to PAX before, but PAX is just so big and expensive compared to Mare Fair that it's just like not worth it. I mean, it's cool to go to say that you went and saw like this huge giant gaming convention, and then but nothing's like Mare Fair. Day 0 was LineCon and hanging out with some friends. We actually went bowling. Actually, I came with. Well, the reason I went to Mare Fair is because of my server that I'm in, which you saw. So I'll take a picture at the end there, I think, Brony, of my panel. Called the coal mine. So there's 2 coal mines, actually, in I guess the Brony community. I don't know. There's Red the Bat, who is a Twitter artist, and then there's the coal mine, with Out of Space. Hold on, let me verify. I'm pretty sure it's Out of Space.
Give me a second while I'm trying to cut out that one
Yes.
clip for Brony.
Oh, this picture is huge.
Yes.
Hang on.
Yeah, so without a space. And the way that I describe this server, as it as I think everybody else has who's in it, is it is a the Christian Minecraft server of a Discord server for Brodies, and it's great. It is the best. That picture that Brony has up there right now is well put up there is from the charity auction, but that's not what we're talking about at the moment. Forgive me if my thoughts are disjointed. So day 0, Rein-Kun, meeting my online friends for the first time, which is always kind of a concerning experience because you're like, okay, what do these people really like? What do they really look like? Do the voices match the person? And pretty much they all did, so that's good. Am I going to be the youngest or the oldest person here, or kind of in the middle? Am I going to be the most autistic? We'll find out when we get there. So I met my buddies, all wonderful people, love them to death. Fantastic. Every coal miner that I met was, they're just really, it just kind of cements why that server is so special to me. So if any of you boys are watching, shout out to the coal mine. So day 0, I kind of just hung out with them, and I don't remember how late I stayed up. I don't think I stayed up that late compared to previous nights, but I did spend a lot of time hanging out with my friends. Those pictures that are on the stream right now are from the Anon cosplay contest, which I'll tell you about eventually. So actually I have this schedule here so I can kind of keep track of what's going on. Thanks, White Eagle. I love your puns so much. He just said, "You are the most stable of us all, Ave." Am
I the most autistic? Mood.
Thank you.
So what'd you do on Friday?
Let me pull up the schedule so I can remember. So there was the opening ceremonies, which did you guys go to that one?
We did not. I've been traumatized by too many super cringy opening ceremonies, and I was of the mindset like, oh, I can only imagine how bad it's going to be with 4chaners. And, how weird they're going to get with it. I just wasn't ready for it. So, but, I have since seen the animation that they pulled out for it. And holy heck, that is actually a really good song. I'll say well-made song and well-made animation. So yeah, I regret not seeing that. And I just saw, the other day, I saw the one that Galacon had made, and it was freaking weird. Who would have thought?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Who would have thought the suggestive opening animation that they made for Mare Fair with a whole bunch of 4chan memes and trash talking TrotCon and Twitter would have been less cringy than Galacon's animation. But Galacon's animation was a little bit cringy.
Well, that's the thing though, Ronnie. That's where this whole fandom started.
I haven't seen that.
4chan. So
that's true, from /B, I remember.
Indeed, that's true.
Wait, Brony, when did you become a Brony?
I got introduced to it by one of my friends, in late 2010.
Dang, okay, so you're an OG.
Yeah.
Old.
So you would know, yeah.
Yeah, and it was shortly after that I got, when I really got into the fandom, I just kind of watched it casually until about 2012. And then my first fiance broke up with me, and I spiraled really quickly, and I'm like, I need something to do with my life here, so I switched over to Brony, and that's when I started getting exposed to not just the analysts, but also pony thread simulators on YouTube, which I thought I had a strong stomach until I listened to those pony thread simulators on YouTube. So yes, it was Swift Yuki. And holy frick. And then so to hear that there was a convention by 4chaners and that it was specifically adults only because they were going to get weird with it. And like the first place my mind went to were those freaking pony thread simulators. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not going to end well. But yeah, that's me being in the Brony fandom and how that's going to compare to Mare Fair. But go ahead, Ave. What were you talking about?
So the opening ceremonies was wonderful. I mean, you got a bunch of autists in the crowd just there for mares because before just the entire time, every time there was a lull, somebody would just shout mares and it would just echo throughout the crowd.
Classic.
I started a few of the chants myself.
Stallions.
Yeah, I don't know if that would have gotten. You might have gotten booed if you said that one. I was there for the opening ceremonies. I love that.
We have gotten booed.
Yeah, all the time, man. It's great. I love saying it.
The animation was exactly what I expected, but also amazing at the same time. They kept with the theme of parroting Muppet songs, and I don't remember what the second song was a parody of, but they're just keeping with that. I was actually talking with one of the guys that was a part of it. So I saw that one. That was beautiful. Hung out with my friends. It's just like so much happened that it's hard to really remember. I was going to be at this guy named Wolvin's panel, who I'm also like associated with the season 3 episode 1 AI episode Boogaloo. Thanks, C GPT Larson or Chat GPT Larson. They were sitting at the panel as I was there. I didn't stay with it because all my buddies from the coal mine were actually in the Pony Video Nostalgia one, and that was fun. That was hosted by Jay Haller, which I'm sure you know, Brony.
Oh, I know Jay Haller.
Yeah.
I know of him. I've never met him.
Yeah, but he's we're just going through all the stuff that like just Pony Nostalgia, some of the edits he's made. There was one of the first ones I ever saw was Kron Likes one of like the SFM animation of talking about what My Little Pony is. Where like one of the most famous lines from that video is don't steal my fries, Deborah. Get your own damn fries or something like that. It was good. That was fun. And what else did I do after that? I think I went to the vendor hall for a little bit because with these cons, you want to see everything and do everything at the same time. It's hard to just kind of choose.
Mm-hmm.
I think after I wandered around for a little bit and hung out with my friends, I think we might have gotten Denny's or something. I went to this panel called the Tricknology Known as Friendship, which was a really funny panel. Really dumb. I mean, absolutely stupid. The description of it is Faust's masterpiece, Friendship is Magic, is rightfully lauded, but only by analyzing it through a Jacobian lens can we come to understand the true message she intended to convey. And it was really dumb in all the best ways. I missed out on the con merch store because they sold out the first day before they were supposed to close.
Yeah, they almost sold out by the time we got to the front of the line, and we were the first in the line.
Yeah.
Just crazy. So crazy. The Wheel of Punishment, I did that one. I was there for a bit before. What did I go to?
I wish I was for that one.
Because then I went to the I couldn't stay for the whole thing because I had to get ready for the chicken and tendy dinner, which is was honestly pretty good. It was honestly not so bad.
How good were the tendies? What was the tendy game?
Okay, so I didn't get the advertised food. There's a buddy on my server named Verdant Pyre, who was actually one of the staff members, who also was a sponsor. And he recommended to me that, hey, don't go to the chicken and tendy line because I'm kind of glad he did because if there's red sauce involved, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it gets on your clothes.
And you were wearing some pretty nice suits the whole weekend.
It was just for the one.
Yeah,
it was just for the one time, but yeah,
you were very well dressed.
Thank you. So he showed me there's mashed potatoes and steak in this other line. Go get this instead. So I did. It was a good dinner. Hung out with some friends. And then what did we do next? Gosh, I can't for the life of me remember. Like,
here, tell us about the Anon cosplay contest.
Before I get to that, I will say one more thing.
Yeah.
So Smash or Pass was a panel at midnight. Rating explicit. And I didn't believe the rating was what it said it was. I thought, you know what? They can't actually.
Why would you think that?
Bro, I remember my first... Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just like, no, it'll be fine. It'll just like get like a little lewd. It'll get a little silly. It won't go past. It won't go much further past than what they're advertising. Before the panel gets started. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. And I only went like initially. I was thinking, I'm not gonna go. This is dumb. This is not what I'm here for Mare Fair for. And then my buddy goes,
married plushies at this convention.
I might be either a little stupid or just a little too optimistic.
You're a little too optimistic. Put it this way: my first time ever going to Mare Fair, walking into Guess the Artist, and full frontal. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're looking at.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So bad. So my buddy, who has very dry humor, said, yeah, I'm going to this. You're going to go with us? And I'm like, I don't really want to, but I want to be with my friends. So I'm going to go. And it turns
that guy
out
looks like Brony.
He kind of does.
Yeah.
He did not go because he was joking. And I didn't catch on to the fact that he was joking. And as I'm waiting in line, I text my other buddy. I was like, hey, you're going to come with me, right? I don't want to be the only freak at this panel that's on our server. And he was like, do I really go? He was asking the other guys that were joking. And he ends up joining me. And I'm getting there and I'm sitting down with some other buddies, including him. And I was like, okay, it's probably not going to be that bad. And I make a joke. Yeah, the first thing that we're going to see is just going to be straight up lewd, straight up porn. And I was like, nah, it can't be that bad. And lo and behold, I should have believed the explicit tag from the very first, because the first thing that we see on Derpy Burrow, because he says, now we're just going to filter out some things. And then the first thing I go, oh, wow. That's okay. Maybe it won't get any worse than this. Maybe we'll be okay. Next one. Oh, okay. Next one. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe I should have believed the rating. Maybe I should
believe the rating. In fact, if the rating says everyone at Mare Fair, just assume it's going to be suggestive. And assume the suggestive is going to be explicit, and assume the explicit is going to make you lose your lunch.
It was not pleasant. I did not enjoy it. But anyway, I was like, you know what? It's fine. Maybe I can stamp. Maybe I can do it. No, I just like, you know what, guys? You just chill. I need to leave. I can't be here for this anymore.
That's kind of how we felt on, what was it, Saturday? And we tried to go to PTS. No, it was Saturday. We tried to go to PTS, so Pony Thread Simulator versus IRL. And it was a musical that they were putting on. And I'm like, a freaking musical?
Mersical, Brony.
I got it. Shut up, Heather. Shut up. And
that's cringe, and that's okay.
And I was like, okay, I guess I'm kind of interested in it. And it was jokes pulled from 4chan memes based off of like random 4chan threads that have just happened throughout history and went viral or something like that, and they made a whole freaking musical off of it, one of which, one song included, was a parody of the Gaston song from Beauty and the Beast. But these guys were having... That was
not the best part.
These guys were having so much technical difficulties, and that, like, I'm sure I could have seen past the cringe concept and the acting and all this other, stupid meme nonsense. And I'm sure I could have seen past all that, but I draw the line at technical difficulties. It was just very clear to me that they had not rehearsed, that they had not checked their equipment. And I'm like, I will not stand for this level of unprofessionalism. And we bounced. Like, I can handle everything else, but you're in a musical, the musical lives and dies on its tech.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
Couldn't listen to half of what they were saying. Couldn't tell.
Yeah. So, goodness gracious, Saturday, wake up as you do. I did not see the wedding. I kind of wanted to. One of my buddies actually got married to his Sunset Shimmer plush.
Man, I would.
I can't. I can't.
Honestly, in a roundabout way, it's kind of cute. So I'm not. It's fine.
It's morbidly cute.
It's part of the culture of just like, you know what? If nobody loves me, at least I can be loved by a plush. And I get it. It's fine. I can't be upset about it.
It's like what I said in my panel. As long as it's not illegal or hurt anyone else, it's okay.
And it's
Okay,
it's cringe and that's
was your
okay.
panel? Your panel was Friday, right? If I remember
was,
right.
Yeah, it was Friday.
Okay,
That's where the sheriffs
I
watched.
did attend that. I did want to say that was also I loved your panel. Fantastic.
Which, by the way, the guy that came in on a wheelchair to your panel, great guy. He was expecting somebody to record.
Like, why do you think, like, in the middle of my set when he came in, I was just like, oh, what's up, bro? Because he was just taking the stage, and I'm like, all right, cool, what's up?
He looked at me.
He was just like, all right, I'm like, what's up, bro?
He looked at me going, did you get that? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to Heather's thing.
Yeah.
I won't take it from Heather, but it was a wonderful panel. So that was after the 10D dinner because I showed up in a suit.
You always showed up in a suit. You were very classy.
Willow production in the chat with peak virginity.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So Saturday, the PTS versus our own musical was, I loved it. Aside from all the technical difficulties, I went to mass on Sunday with one of the guys that was part of the production. Actually, he played one of the Anons in it. And he was saying how the mics, I think I told you this, Brony, is that the mics were like Chinese, just Chinese mics, and they didn't test them during the rehearsal at all.
That's why.
So that was one of the reasons. And he was talking about how people were stealing each other's scripts, like he couldn't find his. There was a bunch of difficulties, and people.
Yeah, that's what drives me nuts. You got to be more professional than that. I mean, if you've got a bad script, then you've got to lean on your tech, which means they should have been testing those mics. Now, I've got cheap Chinese mics too. They work, and before I whip them out, I make sure they work because I am a professional. And you before you get on that stage, you better have that script memorized. Not just your script, not just your lines. You better have the whole freaking play memorized, because a very very important skill of a stage actor is being able to cover just in case somebody flubs their line, that you can then improv it back on track.
And that was the thing, is like, as much as I enjoyed, everything else, there were just so many of those hiccups. I understand why you guys got up and left, because of all the technical hiccups. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, okay, they're here because it's fun. They're doing it for us. They're doing it because they love it. So I can just kind of forgive the mess ups. So I did, and it was great. And at the very end, the lead guy, the Anon, the new Anon, Mary's, he realizes his mistake about posting on the board, what you're not supposed to post on the board, just to get your reactions. Realizes that in the end, he loves his pony plushie. He loves Derpy, and he goes back and he's like, kind of indoctrinated. Well, he's officially inducted into the board. He marries his pony plush at Mare Fair, and that's kind of how it ends. And I'm not gonna lie, the marriage ceremony was kind of cute. So whether or not you respect me for that, say lovey. Then there was the cosplay contest that happened during that. That's what you guys left for. Congratulations on winning. And then there was the How to Anon panel before the Anon cosplay contest, which was a guy just telling you how to dress in a suit. Really, only like 4 or 5 people showed up, so I felt kind of bad for the guy, and I thought about leaving just to go see y'all's, and I just kind of like, you know what? I'm not going to do the guy like this. I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to support him. Then there was the Anon cosplay contest. Some of the content in there was really, really funny, and I don't know if I should repeat it. But the guy...
Go for it.
The guy who won, he was pretending he was part of the NAACP.
Did he buy the shirts? Did he freaking buy the shirts?
He had the hat. He had the hat.
Dude, I was so tempted to buy the freaking, what was it? The fuck Trump and his Project 2025, because it's just so ironic. I don't know why. To me, it just felt ironic to wear if I got it.
It was
Sony convention.
He was like pretending he was Uncle Ruckus, and he's saying he had to go get the pool closed.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
One of the questions asked by the judges were selected from the audience, by the way. Asked,
Oh no, they did it that way.
Yeah, it was actually
I
pretty
hate it when
funny.
they do that.
It was actually pretty funny. It wasn't so. It really wasn't bad. It was
Hey,
really,
it's Mare
really
Fair,
entertaining panel.
you know.
And those after he got off stage, those same Companons ran after him and arrested him.
I wonder if the sheriffs are watching, dude. I wonder if they're getting a kick out of it.
I don't know, but it was really funny. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Heather finds that funny. I found it funny. And he ended up winning the
whatever.
Yeah, the Black Anon one. We had a negative Anon. He dressed up as red. We had a cowboy, a bounty hunter Anon. The Cop Anons, like I said. We had this guy referencing an old Tumblr page, Ask Stuck on the Moon, I think it was what it was called.
Oh,
or
I
something
remember
like
that blog.
Yeah, that was him. Or Moonstuck, Ask Moonstuck. Gosh, and I played a 4chan janitor just because I thought it was funny. I mean, that was my get up for the day. See, I don't frequent 4chan. I just see it secondhand through Instagram or Twitter.
Basically.
And I was like, you know what? I know this one meme on it, the 4chan Janny, the guys that nobody in 4chan likes because he goes and, shoos them away for having fun, sweeps up the board and kicks them off, in bans threads or whatever. And I was like, that'd be really funny if I played as this guy. So I did. And Mr. Morris from Arthur, actually, let me look him up and I'll send it to you.
And while we're waiting on that, check this out. And I gotta share this screen as well. I should have prepared that. But yeah, here's that one clip I was telling you guys about. Oh no, it's not showing. Frick. Why isn't it capturing?
What happened?
I see
it. Yeah, but the stream doesn't. The stream's just seeing black.
Yeah, I see it. Interesting. Maybe you could try flipping it to a different video player.
Let me try something else.
Because it might be just the kind of format it does export in, because I do use DaVinci Resolve. So
I don't know. OBS is weird with the way it captures video sometimes.
Oh, I got you.
Let me try this.
Hey, technical difficulties. I can't talk. What happened? Technical difficulties happen, folks. It's fine.
Yes,
we're more professional than.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
The sheriffs would say so themselves.
I agree.
All right, here we go.
It's so good.
That I don't know about you guys. That audio didn't come through terribly well for me.
It didn't, no, but that's what I got.
It is a little muffled. I did hear it, but it will need some
post-processing
work.
Yeah,
it was good. So. It was really good.
I just cut it out and gave it. Mess with it. Do what you got to do with it. You got the clip.
So I just sent you the picture, Brony. So Mr. Morris is there's Scruffy, and then there's Mr. Morris, just guys who were janitors in their respective shows. And I just thought it'd be funny to play as him. In fact, I had a buddy of mine ponify Mr. Morris, and gosh, I guess I'll just send it to you as well. And I created business cards that I was handing out to really just about everybody that made sense to. Go to my gallery. How far back do I go?
Okay, so people were cosplaying this dog.
I was the only person doing it. That's what I was dressing. That's what I was dressed up as. So.
Oh, that's funny. I love it.
So, I want to skip ahead a little bit here real quick. Tell me about your panel and what you did.
My panel. I will. So I will do so. So story time. Story time is a thing that I did with the coal mine. I started it back in February, where we just kind of would get together and read fan fictions, and I played the role of narrator, and I narrated as everybody else just read the lines from the characters. And I think one of the first ones that we did, and maybe one of my favorites, was called Equestria Speedrun Kill Celestia Any Percent Edition. And it's about this Anon who is basically playing Equestria as a video game, and the goal is to go through Ponyville and eventually kill Celestia.
Not
And
Celestia.
it was so good, so funny, and we just kind of kept going from there, where the server really enjoyed it so much. Like, I had a pretty good amount of attendance from the people in there, that it just became a weekly thing. And I thought to myself, what if I brought this to Mare Fair and I turned it into an audience participation thing? I mean, this is kind of what Mare Fair is about. We're all here for the same reasons. We're just here to have fun. So I said to myself, what if I just did this? Submitted for a panel, got it approved. I actually didn't notice. Somebody brought it to my attention, that I did it. No, that the panel got approved. And I was like, this is crazy. There's no way. So we get to Saturday. I'm setting up. I was initially going to have scripts. It didn't really work out. So we chose these 5 stories. And, you were there. You guys saw what I did. I said, hey, here's story time. Here's how we do it. I will have 4 members come up from the audience to play the other main 6, because 2 of my co-panelists here are playing the Applejack
or
and
just
Pinky.
other characters in general. I ended up voicing Lyra Heartstrings and couldn't settle on a voice for Lyra Heartstrings, which, looking back on it, if I was going to do that crap, I should have been Bon Bon.
It was
Maybe I should have been Lyra Heartstrings. I should have came.
Indeed. So, yeah, I mean, initially, gosh, I don't know how to describe this particularly. I would have the audience vote on the stories that they wanted. Initially, I was thinking genres, and we'd go through genres. Like, no, this is Mare. People want comedy. Comedy is, they want to come to a panel to laugh. So I just chose 5 comedies. The first one that got voted on was Derpy Starts and Continues Friendship is Magic. Princess Petal Blossom here played Derpy. She did a wonderful job. Brony played Lyra. 2 other people played Bon Bon, and the guy that ended up winning Best Actor won. He won Best Actor, but he played Dr. Hooves.
It was a close call between the Best Actor that won and Heather. Tell us about that.
It really
real
was.
Quick.
So Heather,
Shit.
really, really wonderful Derpy. And I also enjoyed, because, like, for those who didn't play the main characters, for every other line, I had, like, the audience members come up and take the mic and just, voice the characters that weren't the main ones. So Heather did that as well, but she played a phenomenal Derpy. And I remember, like, as they were choosing the last of their characters, between her and the guy that played Bon Bon, she was like, hey, she goes, hey, if you want to play Derpy, you can. It's like, oh, what if you want to play Derpy? And then she just busts out her Derpy voice, and she just gets like a round of applause from the whole crowd and cheers. And I was like, yeah, that's it. That's her. That's the girl.
Heather, do the Derpy voice real quick.
Okay. I always whenever I do a character's voice, I always just gotta say a line I know that they've said or they would say. So, of course, for Derpy, it's, I just don't know what went wrong.
And, like, everybody just erupted in cheers. They had, they were ecstatic. So she does that for the first story. And then we go through the rest of them for as much as we have time. We finished with the one called How Often Do You Think About the Bunny Empire, which personally was my favorite. And we vote on Best Actor. I just grab everybody that participated as the main 6 from the crowd. I went through all of them, and I voted by cheers. And then it got down to Heather and the other guy, whose name is Marijuana Addict on Twitter. I was also a very good artist, by the way. And Was it you, Heather, or was it him that decided to decide who would get the prize by arm wrestling?
I was mostly joking, but it seemed so close. I was just like, "That's it. We gotta arm wrestle for it." And of course, he was down, and I'm like, "Oh shit, are we doing this?" And I said, "Judge, are you down?" And Judge was like, "Yeah, I'm down." And I'm like, "Okay, here we go."
I love my judge. My judge was so good.
So
I
Heather
tried
gets her
my best, but God.
So Heather gets her butt kicked, and then I have to avenge my wife.
You, man, he twisted my wrist.
That's what you're supposed to do in an arm wrestle.
When's the last time I arm wrestled anything? I tried to put my hips in it, and it didn't work.
But it's fine. Brony came to save the day. But anyway, you still lost. But that's fine.
Yeah, I was just like, damn it, time to substitute. Brony, go! I choose you, Brony. And he was just like, ah, shit, I didn't bring a Pokemon.
I think the reason that the Aussie won is just because of the Burger King crown.
The Burger King crown was a statement.
It was. It really was. But before I,
the
finish,
power of the Burger King crown is how he defeated me, Princess Petals Blossom, and Alicorn Princess.
So
I'm not
true.
more powerful than the Burger King. I'm a princess, goddammit.
Nobody is. Nobody is. So the way that we decided...
save me from the Burger King.
I mean, I really did expect Brony to win that arm wrestle. I mean, you got this.
Bronny, come on, that guy was pretty lengthy, and Bronny's huge.
I mean, yeah, Bronny's built. So he walks up there and he sits down. I'm like, you know what? Bronny's gonna win. There's no way he's not, and Brony did. So another thing before I finish talking about the panel is that the way that we decided on who would participate as the other main four was we had a series of questions that me and my friend the judge came up with. Let me see if I can't pull them up real quick. Goodness. All right, come on, internet, don't.
Should have had this stuff ready.
You're right, my bad. I'm being unprofessional.
I have so much stuff ready now that I'm like squeezing one of the things.
Oh my goodness. So here's the questions. So first one, who is best mare? Who is best princess? Which is the worst race in Equestria? Is Spike cool, yes or no? And can you read English? And my buddy the judge ad-libbed a few of the questions too, like who is the best race? What was one that he really came up with that I just really, really enjoyed? Oh gosh. I can't think of it. When I think of it, we'll come back to it. But yeah. That was my buddy White Eagle says if you had arm wrestled upside down, the Aussie may have had a chance against Brony.
Upside down.
Yeah. So...
Oh hey, I can hear Archer screaming from here.
Yeah. So that was story time. I mean, I got good reports that people really enjoyed it. I got told by my judge that I was holding the mic wrong, and that's why the reverb was happening. Also, I really apologize for that. I was trying to figure out why it was happening. I couldn't fix it.
So that's more due to the way the room was set up. Actually, they put the speakers behind where the mic is going to be. And you can't do that. The microphone needs to be behind the speakers. Otherwise it gets reverb as the sound amplified from the speakers goes into the microphone, which is then being amplified by the speakers. So that's what creates those feedback loops. And the best way to prevent that is to have the speakers in front of the mics. But for some reason they put them at the very back corners of the room behind the projectors. And everybody had reverb at that convention.
Yeah, it was frustrating, and I was trying to figure it out. My buddy, the judge, I was saying, "Hey, man, it's because your fingers are because you're gripping the microphone head." I was like, "Oh, okay,"
No,
and I
that's
didn't
incorrect.
fix anything.
That is incorrect.
I don't know. It was. It's fine. It's okay. The panel happened. I don't think we were gonna stop the whole thing just to move the speakers. So, yeah, and that was story time. We had people come up, read stories, and participate, and the audience seemed to really enjoy it. And then we voted on Best Actor, and the Australian man won a shirt that I designed with one of my co-panelists, wishing scarf, who you should all follow on Twitter, by the way, because he's a fantastic artist. Sorry, she's a fantastic artist. They're a fantastic artist. They play a character, so I'm just trying not to spoil it for the audience. Yeah.
Cool.
And then my
any
other
other
buddy, Onions.
Any other highlights from the weekend, or should we move on to Heather?
Heather is the closer.
I will say one more
boy.
thing. Do you guys know First Awesome Platoon, that comic?
Yeah.
I met the guy who draws it. He's
Oh, at the
called
convention?
because they were there.
Oh yeah, I saw him in the vendor
Brigadier.
hall. He was selling like an omnibus of his comic. It looked really good, but I didn't want to drop $50. Not that that's a that is a more than fair price for what is there and how good it is. But I just couldn't swing 50 at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought from them. I walked into that vendor hall saying, I came with money, not a budget. And I read those words. So, yeah.
Deer was saying her budget was her credit card limit.
Yeah. So, I mean, aside from that, I went to their little room party they were having. I met some cool people. And Mare Fair was the absolute best time of my life I've had in a long time. So,
Which, by the way, understanding all conventions, Mare Fair is the top. It's all downhill from there if you go to other conventions, specifically
I
pony
know.
conventions.
I keep getting told that, and I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all. That is,
Nice.
unless anybody else has questions regarding, but I don't. Yeah.
No, I think that's it. So, Heather, tell us about your experience at Mare Fair. What'd you do?
So I had a great time at Mare Fair. On Friday, of course, I had my panel. Brony, are you showing my camera yet? By the way,
I'm not showing it yet. Do you want me to show it?
Okay. Not yet. I was just asking because I wanted to make sure I.
Your cringing, that's okay panel.
But, yeah.
Here we go.
But that wasn't the only thing, because just like everyone else, my first day of the con was Line Con. We got in line to get merch at the con store because we had a debate. We're like, oh, what line should we get in first? Because that's the fucking debate you have, is which line do I wait in first? The one for the con store or the one for the vendor hall? And my logic was that, like, look, the vendor hall is going to have tons of people with tons of stuff. That line's going to be the longest. The con store is a bit more limited, and I bet you there's going to be less people in line, especially since we got there early. So we were in the con store line first, and they had free candy. So that pretty much made my decision. I think I had some laughing. I had some free candy.
Did I?
Free
Yeah.
candy.
Let me
I bought a couple things there.
Let me share screen real quick and show the stream your panel.
Ah.
Yeah, that's me.
And are you
There's you.
cringe? I'll answer these questions and more on tonight's panel.
I want you to pause, Brony.
Hey, what's
Go,
up?
go back a little bit so people could see that first slide I was doing.
Oh,
So
started from the
I
very
want you to guys
beginning.
first look at my fit, and also, can you tell that graphic design is my passion?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I
Look
had
at
something
that.
similar to that in my panel slideshow too.
Also, don't look at my desk. My desk is it looks so fucked
It's
up.
organized chaos. It's organized chaos.
What is it?
My hair looks good in this shot.
What does it mean to you? And are you cringe? I'll answer these questions and more on tonight's panel. Yeah.
That guy's
He
great.
was like, hey.
Could be considered cringe because she thinks she's good at singing karaoke after 5 Mai Tais.
Hey, Spawns.
So yeah, that's Heather's panel, and
It's
we
your
do have
cringe.
it filmed.
That's okay.
We do have it filmed. It is going to go up on her channel probably this weekend or next.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
and we got to put up my other panel that I did back in 2024. That was pretty good.
Do you guys actually want the footage from Heather, like what I got from Heather's panel as well? Because I got the whole thing as well.
Brony got the whole thing on his camera too.
Yeah,
two different
so
angles.
We'll look into that. But Heather, your camera is now showing.
You guys I put the slide in case you wanted to see more of my graphic design.
Wow, so professional.
Truly,
I know. So yeah, like that was our first day, basically waiting in lines to get into the con store, and then the vendor hall, and then my panel at 9 o'clock, and I think we just chilled. And let me just get rid of this display. You don't need to see that anymore, unless you guys want to see me do my freaking whole presentation. Oh yeah,
that was the funny thing about you did your whole presentation, and then some dude came in like 15 minutes late and was like, "Can you do the whole thing again?"
Oh, and I was just like, "Fuck it, okay," because they booked me for like an hour. My presentations never take an hour. I don't know why it takes people so long to say what the fuck they need to say. Like, I'm always coming up short, and they're like, "Heather, you gotta expand your paper. You gotta make this longer, stretch." I'm like, why do I have to take so long to say the one fucking thing I'm trying to say? I already said it. Let's have some
and let the other people add in. Let them have the context.
Yeah, that was what we did for like the latter half of the panel. Is like, hey, any comments, questions, or concerns? You came up at one point, Aventicus, and I believe you were saying something very endearing. Is that like, hey, we're together, we're a team, we're a community, we're cringe, and that's okay. Something along those lines.
Everybody shouted to the rooftop. That's cringe, and that's okay.
Yeah, that was good. Like your panel, Lena, from start to I loved how you had that thing rehearsed. You knew what you were doing as soon as you got in there. Like yours was probably the most professionally done panel.
I had a clipboard.
I mean, you knew you were doing.
Even the sheriffs were fascinated. You know, you got the sheriffs.
Yeah,
I got the sheriffs in there.
It was a good
I got way more people in there than I thought I would.
Yeah. That guy that showed up at the end there was like, "I'm late. Please redo the whole thing." I saw him multiple times throughout the con.
Yeah, he was great, dude.
That fella is very, 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 very,
cringe.
Very, 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 very autistic.
Yeah,
and it's like I want to, that guy. He just needs somebody. He just needs somebody to give him the time of day. But at the same time, I don't think he knows how to give it to other people. So,
yeah, he was.
He kind of butted in, yeah.
Because he came in and he was very self-conscious about being cringe, and then proceeded to and was like, "Oh, I'm so cringe, and I was so cringe last year that I couldn't make any friends, or I don't really have any friends because of how I am." And you're saying that's okay, and you were like, "Yeah, that's okay," and he's like, "Cool," and then proceeded to be as cringe as possible.
Here was the caveat. I gave them the 3 C's. It's okay to be cringe if you do these 3 things. If you're cognizant of the fact that you are cringe, you are courteous with your cringe, and you are confident, like not always kicking yourself. And he wasn't doing all the 3 C's perfectly, but we've set the foundation. We've given the guidelines. Guys, you got to be aware that you're cringe. You got to be courteous around other people, so like your cringe doesn't inconvenience or make others uncomfortable. I think the big thing I said, he's like, "How do I navigate this?" I'm like, the best thing you can do is, ask people first if they're like into what you want to talk about, or the interaction you're having with them. And remember to take no for an answer. Like my result is just be as direct as possible. Like it's hard to read like expressions or tones and things of that matter. And at the end of the day, be confident, because like, I mean, I'm not going to say I hate people like this, but like people who just like have self-esteem issues and are continually punching themselves down in every interaction are hard to be around.
It's true.
Like, and I'm talking like every other thing they say is that like, "Oh yeah, that's so cool for you." And like every time something else is brought up, they have to bring up the fact that they hate themselves and that they suck. Like every other point.
Man, thank God we don't know anybody like that. That would be awful.
Oh my
God. Brony, no, you don't make it like you don't make your self-esteem issues everyone else's like that everyone has to know. And plus, guys, being confident, like I want to state this too, that being confident isn't about thinking that you have no flaws or that you're perfect or that like nothing's gonna be in trouble for you. Being confident is being, assured in who you are as a person, like knowing what your faults are and just embracing your strengths more. Okay, being confident doesn't mean like you're the best you could ever be right now, but it's also a sign that you always look forward to becoming better. Like being confident is a state of mind. Like Brony has some self-esteem issues, but he's still confident. He knows what his strengths are. He knows like what he's able to do. Like if Brony wasn't confident, he wouldn't have just subbed in for that freaking arm wrestling challenge that I put him on. If he wasn't confident, like he was confident in his strength in that moment. He knew he was strong enough. But he's also measured. Like, he'll look at other people. I'll be like, "Can you fight that guy?" And he's like, "You know what? Probably not. He has military experience and shit," or something like that. He's not arrogant. Confidence does not equal arrogance. So that's what I mean.
Am I confident enough?
The fact that you asked, Kun, says that you still have a ways to go. Remember, fake it till you make it. I had to gaslight the shit out of myself to be where I am today.
Don't give away too much of your...
gatekeep, girl boss.
Don't give away too much of your panel ahead of time, Heather.
Yeah, guys, no more spoilers. If you want to know how my panel went, you're going to have to see the video. You're going to have to see that video.
So what happened, so that was Friday. You know what, let's, do you want to show off your haul from the vendor hall first, or do we want to talk about the rest of the weekend first?
Oh, let's talk about Saturday, because I get to show off one thing. Done. Best in show.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yep.
That's my friend right there.
Keep holding that up there, Heather.
I'm holding.
There we go. So how did that happen, Heather?
Well, like we were talking about our cosplays earlier, we went up there as team villains, did a freaking pose from the Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball, and we kicked ass, and I'm gonna say it the way I'm gonna fucking say it. What did I tell you, Spencer? I will get your freaking girlfriend to pinch you in the ass.
She doesn't need an invitation to do that.
She's gonna do it.
She does that anyway.
She does it anyway because it tickles greatly, and it brings her great joy to watch me flinch.
Yeah, and which is why it's easy to get her to do it. But yeah, we met the guy who made the trophy because the base is heavy and the rest of it feels so nice. He said he 3D printed some parts and then did resin or something. This is a wonderful trophy. Yeah. It's a great trophy. I love this. We also won a couple plushies with it that we immediately gave to Seer so she could have it.
Yeah, I put those up on the screen right now so everybody can see a really good shot of the trophy and the plushies that we won.
Yes.
You know what we have to get out are the pictures we took, because so we were walking around in all this armor, right? Basically the whole day. And I had claws, and I was hungry, but we couldn't eat a lot because, we're strapped into this armor. You don't want to expand too much. I kind of wanted a piece of pizza, but I confided in the fact it's going to take too long to get the pizza. We have to go to the contest after this. So I bought a pack of powdered donuts and had everyone else feed them to me.
Wait, do we have those pictures? Do we have them?
They're on Twitter. I'll go get them. I'll go get them in a second while Heather talks.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I probably be able to find the tweet. It was a really good one. Oh, and if you're on my Twitter anyway, hun. Oh, I already found it. If you're on my Twitter anyway, you might as well show them also the group pic that one guy showed us. It was a very good.
Sure, I'll just I'll pull that up.
Any hoozle. So, Saturday was mostly being in cosplay and everything that comes with that. I think that was the day we tried to go to the Mercicle, and we had Gastanon was funny enough, but there were the technical difficulties, and I was starting to be ugh. So we eventually left. And let's see, what else did we do? That was the night of Aventicus's panel over there, so that was great. And it pretty much folded out as we described. We did get out of the armor. I gotta state that we got out of the armor at one point because we did shoot some of my cosplay videos that I do that will be coming out next week. So look forward to that. But we did some cosplay videos and we were just okay, let's get this fucking off and get some goddamn victory pizza. And we did. It was some decent pizza. I love
Brony, I sent you the pictures if you need help finding them.
By the way, how often did y'all make trips to Denny's or any other surrounding restaurants?
We never went to Denny's.
We did not go to Denny's.
Yeah, we went to a Chinese restaurant.
Oh yeah, that place was good. I think it was called Lucky Bowl. It had great portions. I freaking went ham on that shit on Sunday. On Sundays when we went to Lucky Bowl, just went ham on all that food. We had leftovers, and I just finished them up this week. They was still good. That was damn good food. I think if Mare Fair is going to be there again, I'm going to go to Lucky Bowl again.
Here's the picture of Heather getting fed the freaking...
Yeah, they used the Twilight King.
Oh god, the freaking crystal tits.
That's amazing. That is
okay,
so
yeah,
good.
I gotta be careful. I just realized that one Chrysalis, the Anthro Chrysalis cosplayer was on your Twitter there, and that I'm not worried about getting demonetized, but I am worried about getting taken down.
That was
Yeah, so
I know
anyways,
it's
everyone was very careful feeding me powdered donuts. As you can read in the caption, when love is in low supply, powdered donuts can serve as a good substitute to feed your queen changeling. Take caution though, as queen changelings are known to become overzealous when hangry and may literally bite the hand that feeds them. So
Yeah, look at
Which is why I use my Twilight Cane.
Donut on the horn of the
look at
Twilight
that face
King.
I'm making.
How about this costume
that
of yours,
wasn't even
Heather?
acting. This is
Let
a
me
good shot of it, actually. It looks really good.
Oh, geez, that didn't work at all. Me trying to zoom in there.
Zooming in.
Right click, open a new tab.
Yeah, open it in the noob tab and it'd be easier. But yeah, look at those. Got the bracers, got the pauldrons. Look at that chest plate. That's gorgeous.
Look at that face.
My hair, though, is getting frizzy. That face is like, so hungry.
My donut.
So hungry.
Oh my goodness.
Give her the donut, damn it.
Yeah, so Heather,
Before
tell
it's
us
too
about how the costume contest went.
So it was, of course, a process of them getting us sorted out and lined up, and I was just so excited. Groups, I think it was non-cannons that went last, or was it groups? I don't recall. Honey, scroll up. You're gonna find crystal tits.
I'm not showing that. I'm not showing that on the stream. Don't worry. I made sure the stream couldn't see.
Okay.
You had your freaking mouse over it too.
That is one of the most bizarre things.
I had a mouse right over one of the boobs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Crystal
my gosh.
Tist was in the cosplay contest. Was gonna be like one of the first to step up, and then immediately fell down.
She freaking face planted. I think I got video of it, too.
It looked like it hurt. It was
yeah,
really
she was down for a few minutes. Like
That
it took
poor
a
girl.
few
She
minutes.
was fine. She ended up being
she was-
fine. She was totally fine.
Yeah, she got up. It's just
Yeah,
a
she
couple
was-
minutes. It probably
She
took
was
a
top
pretty
heavy,
hard
so
tumble.
you know.
She was wearing them stilettos. That was tough. That was tough. So that was
yeah.
great. We love Crystal Tits. There was a lot of great cosplays by themselves, and a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, I sewed on this, that, and the other thing." Especially that one in the singles for the cosplay Pinkie Pie. She had like gotten so many little things and just sewn them all onto her wigs and onto her outfit. So like there was a lot of great effort thrown around. But when it came to groups, I think there were only 3 in the group section. It was us and the con mascot Goth Twins, and there was one other one, right? Was it?
There was Fluttershy and Rarity.
It was Fluttershy and Yeah, it was Fluttershy and Rarity. It was just like 2 chicks who came together. So that was cool. I thought we had it in groups because I was just like, we went to the most effort, I think. We're the biggest group and like, just a lot was done. But when they finally got to announcing winners and for group, they said, okay, for groups, the winners are Mascot Goth Twins. And I was just like, what? Did you just
Yeah,
what?
I was also like, bro.
Wait. But then I realized there was one last prize because they'd already announced like judges' choices and honorable mentions. So like there was nothing else but one more thing. And that was, of course, Best in Show. And I was just like, at that moment, I was just like, if you're not going to give me groups, you better give me Best in Show, damn it. And we got Best in Show. As you saw in Kuhn's video, you can hear me just screaming like, ah!
Yeah, it was echoing. It was great.
I was just freaking that pumped. I like to win. I'm not very competitive, but when I win, and I'm like, yes.
I mean, that was
yes.
100% deserved victory. So I mean, that was.
I think we put good effort in. It was a team effort. It was a real team effort. Everyone pulled through because I can't, I keep saying my trophy, but I can't say mine. I gotta say ours because this was a big team effort. Brony with the armoring, Emerald Spencer with the 3D printing. Kaya had pockets and looked cute doing it, and I was the initiator. I brought the group together, and of course, it was just overall.
And
I think we all came together.
Helped.
Kuhn helped too. Kuhn was a part of the team. He was holding stuff and shit. He was a part of the team. He should have gotten a prize too.
Where's my prize?
Where
Cosplay
is your
as
prize?
a pack mule. My prize is being with my best friends.
The prize is friendship, I suppose.
Yes, the biggest prize after all is the magic of friendship.
Yes.
The prize is friendship and this gun I found. Oh, by the way, I got to show you guys, Brony, if my camera's on, we got to show them the 3D printed Christmas horn.
It's not, for some reason, it stopped working. And while you've been talking, I've been trying to get it working again, and it's not. Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, dear. Do you want me to turn my... Oh, yeah?
No, I got it now. It's just it wasn't working as well. But okay, let's see if I can.
So, yeah,
For some reason in studio mode it's not working. But I guess I'll just do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, they can see you now.
Okay, so obviously I didn't put the horn on my head. It would have looked cool, but I think it's too much and it's heavy. So I was like, oh, we want to make this into a dagger. We were gonna have a handle ready, but the print fucked up. But I think me just holding this
The scraps
was
might be
enough.
next to you still in the bin.
The cat's sleeping on it.
On the trash bin?
Not on the trash bin. Oh, I thought I saw the scraps on the bed. There was something on the bed. Anyways, Achilles sleeping on something. I don't know. But yeah, that was really cool. We gotta finish though the prop for this dagger because I think that'd be super cool to use as a prop. But yeah, so Saturday was mostly dominated.
Messing up.
Saturday was mostly dominated by, just wallowing in the victory. And then we took Spencer home to get some well-deserved rest. I'm pretty sure Seer spent more time in the vendors hall, and then we partied. We were staying up super late because the concert was running behind, because of course it was, and freaking Kuhn's friend wasn't coming on until 12 a.m. or some shit?
It's like 12:15 if I remember.
Like 12:15. So we spent that entire time in the lobby buying booze from the what do you call it, the little deli shop they had there, and mixing it with juice and just whatever, hanging around, just showing each other memes and shooting the shit with Kuhn's server. And then that super drunk guy that gave Brony $5 or something last year.
Well, that's a story from last year. So I'll interject to tell that story. So last year we were at some kind of I think it was the creepypasta panel last year. And unfortunately those guys weren't able to make it this year. And I get up to go to the bathroom. And I go to the bathroom, and when I come out, this dude stops me, and he's this big dude, and he is just so visibly drunk that he can't even really stand on his feet. And he's like, hey man, where's the bathroom? And I'm like, oh, it's literally right behind us. And he's like, thanks, you rock. And then he takes a step away, and then he turns around and he goes, you know what? This is America. And in America, we tip for good service. Yeah, America. And while he's like going on this rant, he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out an envelope, reaches into the envelope, pulls out a 5 and hands it to me. And then he like walks away. He's like, yeah, America. And he's like cussing and stuff like that. And I don't like cussing, especially on air, so I'm not gonna say exactly what he said, but he's like, yeah, America, America's the best. And he goes into the bathroom and the door closes. So I'm just watching him like the door closes, and then I hear
people can't hear it, but he is like making the vomiting sound.
He's making
I'm just freaking just losing his guts into the I keep forgetting I gotta be like lower. We gotta figure out what why my audio just cuts out everything. Yeah, so and I'm like, okay, I guess I have $5 now. So I just went about my day, and then we're hanging out waiting to go into the concert.
Oh God.
And some dude just comes up and he's like sprinting down the hallway, and then he just stops. And he turns and he looks at me, and he comes up to me and he goes, dude, I gotta tell you, I'm really drunk right now. And I'm like, I can see that. And it's the same guy from the story I just told. I'm like, I can see that. He goes, would you like to try drinking? And I go, no, thank you. I don't think I would like to. I don't like drinking. He goes, you know what? That's cool. You're cool. I'm gonna go drink some more. Left. And I was like, so guys, you remember that story I told you from last year? That was the guy. And then he comes back and makes friends with Kuhn.
Oh no. Yeah, I was
That's
drunk
so
during that
good.
whole thing. So to
Oh
add
my
to that,
gosh.
I'm coming in, I'm like, pissed drunk, talking to my buddies on my Discord server while hanging with Heather and Sarah and Brony, just doing my thing like, yeah, this is Mare Fair and all that shit. And the guy's like next to me like, yeah, bro, that's what we freaking like do some like bro hug or whatever, dropping my alcohol all over me. And I'm like, oh no, it's all over my flush, man. He's like, yeah, man, fuck. I don't know what
This
else
guy
happened
was
since.
stumbling all over the place. Heather and Seer were all concerned about him because he was like falling
Yeah.
and tripping over chairs
Dude.
and stuff.
And I think
You're like,
And
oh
I-
god, that guy could
Yeah.
be
His,
okay.
his belt
think,
came undone at some point and was just kind of hanging.
And Bronny, I think I turned to you drunkenly saying, I'm scared of that guy.
Everybody was afraid of that guy. I was the only one who wasn't afraid of that guy.
I mean, I guess as far as drunks go, he's not the worst. Like, he's not violent or angry or anything.
that's the
He's just like
thing. He-
flopping around.
That's the thing, though. He got my plushie drenched in alcoholic beverage, and now my
He was
It's
plushie...
very
sterile.
affectionate.
It's sterile.
Yeah.
Sterile. He was very affectionate.
It's
Sterile.
sterile.
Yeah.
He just loved giving Kun hugs.
Yeah, he gave the
yeah.
Coon plush alcohol. Coon plush got drunk and fell in the rave and almost got stumped on,
Oh my gosh.
You let Coon, you let Coon plush get away with way too much that night.
Rusty
That's
saying,
the
of
real
course,
thing here.
Kun would be the one to connect with the drunk.
Coon just has that ability. Freaking from
everybody,
there,
bro.
so we didn't get home, but like we didn't get home until like after 2 a.m. because we also had to make a Taco Bell stop. Because that's what you
Crunchwrap
do when
Supreme
you're
hit.
drunk. You stop and get Taco Bell.
That Crunchwrap Supreme hit
Oh,
hard, dude.
gosh.
Oh,
I got
we had a glitch in
yeah.
the Matrix that night too because Kun came up to me and was like, "Hey, I need to charge my phone," and I'm like, "Okay, we're charging two
yeah.
other people's phones right now, but go ahead and plug in. We should be able to charge yours too." And he
plug
plugged
it
in, and it instantly went from like 5% to 100, and I do mean instant, just instantly fully charged.
Yeah, I'm just-
no
Just
battery
hit
got
the
taken
right-
out of. No battery got, and nobody else's charging slowed down. My battery pack didn't lose any charge. I have no idea how this is physically possible. He was just instantly charged, and it was actually charged. He used the phone for another 4 hours or 3 hours on a video call.
Yeah, bro, I'm literally like drunkly like, do you guys have like a charger? My phone's at 5%, and I plug
I'm
in
always
quick. I'm like
carrying a
looking at my
charger
phone.
on me. I'm like the mom friend who just has a purse with everything that we could possibly need at any given moment.
Yeah, that's what Bronny is. The mom friend.
The mom
Bro, I
friend.
can't get over that. I appreciate it,
He
Bronny.
does take
You're a
care of
great
all of us
mother.
because he's the one that doesn't drink. I'm sure Spencer would have helped if he were there.
Yeah, but Spencer was out cold.
Yeah,
I think.
he
Was that the night? Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Bro.
it was. So then we get to Sunday, and Sunday was really kind of chill. Like, I didn't get to this plushie. Like, there were a couple plushie panels I wanted to go to, but I ended up missing because of reasons. But we ended up just like I was in a very casual Rarity cosplay, and we were mostly just like hanging out in the game room, playing
Yeah,
all
we're
bunch of
just
games, all
vibing.
our card games. We tried to go to a Rarity appreciation panel. It sucked, and I don't want to talk about it. Very
I might
misleading.
talk about it when I get to me, but you go ahead.
But anywho, back to the end of my days, it's time to go over the haul. I'm sure you've noticed this pillow I've been molesting. It's Chrysalis just saying egg over again, so we've called it the egg pillow. Because she's
What?
going
Okay,
egg,
now
egg, egg, egg.
somebody more cultured than me. Is this some kind of 4chan meme of like Chrysalis just saying egg over and over again with that face?
I think it's just like it's kind of like a reaction. It's a kind of ordeal. You know what I mean?
Like imagine
thought
laughing, but you're laughing in the back of your throat. You're just laughing very nasally.
Yeah, like SpongeBob.
Oh,
I just
okay.
think
So
she
it's
was
an
talking about
evil.
actual
Krabs.
eggs, because I thought she was talking about actual eggs because she's a bug and she likes eggs.
Yeah.
Could
Oh,
also be
Heather,
that.
the defunct Derpy.
Oh, right. That's probably the next thing people notice. So, Chris, let's go over there. Oh, I threw it at the cat. I'm sorry.
There's nothing else
So
weird
this
in this
is
video.
Derpy. I got it from. I have their sticker here.
Hey, chat, can
Blue
you see the
Flask
cat?
Studios. The cat's right there. Right there.
There's nothing else weird in this video, you know? Just the cat.
But yeah, it's Blue Fast Studios, and they do 3D prints of like characters for like figures and stuff, and they really sanded this down super nice. I got this for $50 because it's derpy, and it's because she's defective because she got printed with no wings. So I got her cheap, and she is adorable. I'm either gonna 3D print her wings for herself, or maybe I'll crochet her a sweater or something that has wings on it. But she is perfect the way she is. But that's wonderful. Oh, these are the coasters that Spencer got. We got Rainbow Dash. We got Rarity. That's my favorite. I'm gonna keep.
I was looking at the coasters for a little bit.
We got Fluttershy.
Emerald, why'd you buy so many coasters?
We have a lot of drinks.
Because half the ones from the living room ended up in there, so I know we needed at least 3, probably 4. And at that point, I figured I should get all the main 6, and also that Vital Scratch has really cool colors on it.
Didn't they have a Celestia?
I'm gonna say it, Brony. I am a 3-drink girl. Like whenever I stream, not this time around because we kind of went out last minute, but for my streams, I always have 3 drinks: something to hydrate, something to caffeinate, and something just for fun. That's how I do
something
it.
to hydrate, something to caffeinate, and something to inebriate.
Well, that's what it means. That's what I said.
Mixing stimulants and depressants on Brony Debates Live. Let's go.
Let's do it.
That's what we do.
No, we'll be doing that till Chaos Crochet. Also, the real reason I got so many coasters, that entire stall was buy 2 get 1 on everything.
Oh yeah.
It was Chaos and controllers tonight, actually. I wanted to stay on schedule.
Oh, Irish John wants you to pet the cat,
we'd be
Heather.
on schedule.
What, honey?
Irish John wants you to pet the cat. You're gonna need to move Derpy out of the way first, though. Heather, Derpy's in the way.
No, I can't.
No, just pet the cat anyway. It'll look like you're petting Derpy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh, you must have also noticed my little Scootaloo. I'm not really into acrylic standees. I just don't get it. Why not have a flyer that takes up less space? But this I get because it's Scootaloo on a skateboard, and the wheels actually work. And I go, this is a good acrylic
could actually
standee.
Scootaloo.
She scoots along. It's a shame they couldn't give her a scooter, but it'd probably be more pieces. And why not? She can do skateboards. It's fucking awesome. On to other thing. The midnight premiere was making these little cookies.
Yes, I love those. They're great. Oh, they're
all the best ships.
Are 2 of the lights out already, Heather?
This one you have to click on it pretty hard.
Oh, that's.
But this one, it's got a messed up connection that I think we can fix. It's just a little skewed to the side, but it's fine. It's still plenty satisfying to go.
Yeah,
I mean, if we could figure out how to take it out and swap it with Sears, she didn't want the lights anyway.
Oh, mine has no lights in it. I went.
Yeah, but yours
I like lights.
Click. She wanted the mouse click.
Yeah, I got the ones with like the mechanical feel. Oh, I love it. It's satisfying. Can you guys hear that satisfying clack?
Oh yeah, Sear got me that badge.
This is Sear's badge. Tell Sear she left her badge here. She's also got like a bottle opener and Kieran stuff. And so let me show you all the little things I got. So there was the clickies. I got a derpy magnet.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. The Dragon Scott derpy.
So I got this for free. Someone was handing out like their Pony OC stickers.
We got some holographic main 6 magnets too that are pretty cool. Are they still on the refrigerator?
They're on the fridge. This is a holographic of Happy 20th 4chan.
Nice.
And this is a very nice Discord sticker I got.
I like that Discord sticker.
Very cat-like.
Yes. And this is Applejack smoking a giant cigarette. Very hilarious. I'm gonna put that on like a laptop.
That's a regular size cigarette. It's just these are very little ponies.
True.
I mean, it's My Little Pony.
I like this one. It's Applejack saying, "Apple Bloom, get the shotgun."
Oh my gosh! Did y'all see that?
This is something Sear got me. A very beautiful rarity.
You and your rarity. What a rarity.
This sticker I got right here, I want to put on my phone as soon as I got space. It's a Sunburst with a AK-47, and he's saying never let them force you to wear pants.
Hell yeah. I'm not wearing pants right now.
This is a sticker I got for free. It's from Two Shoes McGee, and it says follow me for more. It's just kind of like their advertisement sticker.
Yeah, I think
this I really liked this. It was a keychain. The person selling these only took cash, and I luckily had $10 in my wallet, just $10, enough to purchase this keychain. It is Twilight
Adorable.
Sparkle with a
Oh
burger.
my goodness.
Burger Spire.
Yes, it is
Burger
literally the
Sparkle.
best because they're finally making like bodies like mine on keychains and art. I too have thick thighs and a little belly, and my little boobies are hidden by burgers because I love me a burger. Felt very real.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
so I was like, yes, finally, art I can relate to. I do that. Freaking. So I love that keychain. Brony has a bit of his merch here. He got a rarity.
Oh, that's amazing.
belt.
Oh,
It's
that
a
I
really
saw
nice
those
belt.
clasps. I should have capitalized.
I'm
goodness.
waiting for the day, and I might have to like message him and ask him to do it just individually for me. But I would love a belt like that with a blue strap and a shining armor cutie mark.
That would
Yes.
Yeah.
so good. So
Oh,
good.
onto my con merch. Well, this is official con merch. This scarf here, it's got all the mascots on it because the matinee and soiree on the back, and there's Fair Goer or Fair
Flyer.
Fair
something
Flyer.
else. It wasn't Fair Flyer. I keep calling her Fair Goer because that's the name of the badge. But
Yeah.
also my favorite girl, Morning Mimosa. Also my favorite girl here, Morning Mimosa. Let me get up so you guys can see the back of this
We love-
shirt. Don't
we love
worry, I
Morning
am
Mimosa
wearing
in this
shorts. I am wearing shorts. It's just kind of a big shirt.
Legs.
There she is. Don't look. But yes,
I love her so much. That's my
I
wife
love
right
Morning
there.
Mimosa.
this is
I
really
wish I
good
got the
material.
plushie.
Vanity
Heather
makes
says
these. Vanity makes
that's
these
her
in really
wife.
good quality.
But the reality is,
Waifu.
Morimosa is my wife, and she's just a
Oh,
little.
have you guys met my wife? She's over there.
No. That's my wife.
Met my wife?
You're just
No,
taking care of her.
that's
No.
Well,
my
if she's your, you say she's your wife, but her bed is next to mine in Minecraft.
Oh wait, Brony.
I mean,
did
I'm
you,
just saying she's at my house. She's at
Hey,
my house.
Brony,
you have to sleep sometime, and then when you're asleep, Mimosa may not be there by the time you wake up.
I do gotta ask. Did you guys
She'll be
reenact?
somewhere, all right.
Did you guys reenact that meme? That oh yes, my wife, my wife, and her morning
Oh,
mimosa.
not yet, but we should.
You should. It'd be great.
She just like me for real. As soon as you take the glasses off, different story, bro. I
Yeah,
like this side. I think this
wouldn't
side's
have
my
thought that.
favorite because she shows her little braces.
It's cute.
I love her. I love her
It
so
is
much.
cute.
Yeah.
She's great. And plus, I just loved her on name alone. Morning Mimosa. I love mimosas, especially for brunch. And they gave her a very cute design. I love her because I have a plushie of her. It's like, it's actually right there. You can only see her feet. She's actually shoved into there. But I have a plushie of her that I got last year. And she's usually got the 2 braids and like the swirly anime glasses and braces. And then you take them off and like shopping. She's just like me. She's just like me for real.
For real.
What a mare.
For real.
What a mare, for real.
Dude, I wish I got
just
the
like me for
plushie
real.
of Morning Mimosa.
I
you know?
wonder who that is in the background.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hello. See, there she is. This is her ordinarily. And look, they put the cutie mark on both sides.
That's
Take
great.
notes,
Heather,
Hasbro. Both sides. And the hair
you-
is actually good.
You got
Did you
that
get it
last
from
Mare Fair.
last
It's
year?
last Mare Fair, I think. Yeah.
I did. That's why I'm showing it, though. This is what she ordinarily looks like, and this is a good quality plushie that they made, and it wasn't very expensive. I'm just saying maybe Hasbro could take a few notes so they know how to actually make a plushie.
Are they though? Man, I
Yeah,
wish I got
why
the Morning
not?
Mimosa. It would go with my collection with.
So do you also
Starry
have
and the
Fair
other one.
Flyer if you have do you have all 4?
I don't. I only got Morning Mimosa because I only need Morning Mimosa.
You didn't get the twins?
I got the twins.
I did not get the twins. I got the
should've.
Daki and the scarf, and I was like, I already have a Morning
No.
Mimosa
We
plush
won
at
the
home. and I was
twins
like, oh, I
at
should-
the. We won the twins at the cosplay contest and gave them to Seer.
Yeah,
Those
because
are
she
the
wanted the
tiny
plushies.
ones. Those are
She
the
didn't
tiny
get one.
plushies.
They,
You know
they
what?
were
Maybe
cute and they were well made.
you know what I should have done. I should have left the twins with Morning Mimosa in your room, Heather. Petals. I should have done that. You know, because I have them both here with me.
This is
That
quite a picture of me
freaking
right now.
plushie is just
completely
staring
decked in
into
Mare
my
Fair merch.
soul.
She's supposed
You
to.
love Mare Fair, says
Stop
Morning
looking
Mimosa.
stop looking at me like that. You're a freaking nerd, and you're named after an alcoholic drink for some reason.
It's
So are
this is
people.
good.
Have you ever met a woman named Margarita? because they exist.
Ooh, hey, what about
known
Brandy?
women named. I've known. Well, yeah, there's a very good song called Brandy. Brandy,
I know a guy named after paper
girl.
towels.
What a good wife you would be, but my love,
Very true.
My life and my lady is the sea. I know people named Margaret too, so there's that.
Yeah, but it's mostly Hispanic because, you know, margarita is a Hispanic drink. But yeah, margarita is a name some people will give.
Yeah.
Margarita.
So
I do like me a margarita.
Yeah, I don't think we should spoil it, but we do have plans for next year's cosplay contest.
Yeah, we're not spoiling anything about it, but yes, I have concepts that we are going through right now.
And I have inside knowledge.
Ooh,
and I'm not going to spell it.
3 ideas. Well, aside from, bringing story time back, I got a couple. So.
I got 2 panel ideas for next year. I don't want to submit too many panels because I don't want to commit to too much, especially if I'm doing cosplay contests again. So I'm only going to submit 2, and they don't even have to accept both. They'll probably just accept one or the other.
I mean, a couple of people did do more than one panel, so.
Yeah.
I just don't want
I did 2 panels last year. I didn't put in for any panels this year because I didn't think I was going to go. But here's the thing is and I'll start talking about my experience now, is next year we need to, as a group, come together and bring more normal panels to this freaking convention. Because this year...
Yeah, it was very much...
Like, last year there were some normal panels, and there were some weird panels, and the first year it was mostly weird panels. But this year it was just mostly weird panels again. And, like, I don't know if any of you have a con book on you that we could, like, go over some of the... But
I should have.
Like, we went to the rarity appreciation panel, and we expected it to be about, appreciating rarity. And the thing said, like, and dress up games with rarity.
Yeah, like, if you guys ever seen the dress up girl doll games, like, on browsers, they'd have them as ads. You'd get, like, a doll not dressed, and you would drag a dress over her and accessories over her to dress her up. That's what the concept they were running with. So I figured, we were gonna get like a base drawing of like maybe Equestria Girl's rarity, and we're gonna drag and drop cute clothes on her via Photoshop. Not exactly that. He used the worst picture imaginable of pony rarity, which isn't going to work because all the clothes we're going to find are going to be human beings. He couldn't even just get a vector of her by herself. He has to do a Photoshop someone did of rarity in a spa with freaking Sweetie Belle. And then, look, I could get it if it was a joke. For a while, I was like, okay with it. We're just putting stuff in there via Photoshop badly, though the first 20 minutes of that panel was technical difficulties because he was relying too much on Wi-Fi. But then freaking he gets to it and we're putting things on badly. I'm trying to make jokes. There was one person that said, give her Claire's earrings. And I'm like, dude, you're going to have to make her ear red and puffy if it's Claire's earrings. She's got an infection. But freaking then it just got into some like pointless, like edgy shit for no good reason. I'm just like, I just wanted to talk about rarity.
We know that Mare Fair has like a bit of a reputation on Blue Sky and Twitter, and they say it's like, the racist Nazi pony convention, right? And they were not beating the allegations with this particular panel. Like we talked about it extensively the first year and the second year about how like, there's like a couple of bad actors, but there's like, and for some reason, Mare Fair gets blamed for that exclusively, even though this type of thing really does happen, like at almost every convention. And, but like this particular panel did not beat the edgy and bad and kind of racist here at Mare Fair allegation. Like it sucked, and it got to be too much, and we left. And just like the musical, it got to be too bad and we left. And there were a lot of and also like I gotta say it, guys, I do not understand the clopping culture that surrounds this convention in particular. And like, I know it's an adults only convention, right? But I don't get it. And it was so prevalent and so raunchy and just freaking everywhere. And like, I guess like, put it this way. There is a substantial, like, self-admitted, we've studied it, section of the furry fandom that do like where the furry fandom and the massive amounts of porn that they produce does become a gateway to zoophilia. And and like the furries, like there's a section of those furries that will just straight out admit that, and we have the numbers, and it's, you know, depending on which study you consult, it's anywhere between 10 and 20% of them. But that's furries. And I can just understand like erotic furry art of My Little Pony, because it's the characters, but then it still has some kind of vaguely human shape. But these guys are like, no, we don't like furries, we just like mares. And then they draw the most disgusting, explicit stuff imaginable of ponies. And I'm just sitting there going, this is just straight up bestiality. What the frick am I? Why is this here? Why does this exist? Why are we like glorifying it so much at this convention? Like, I understand if you want your convention to be adults only so that you don't have to worry about like offending kids or exposing kids to things that they like, jokes that you want to be more raunchy in your jokes or not have to worry about needing to censor yourself. I can understand that. I almost even encourage it. But the frickin' porn on display was just next level. And then we have entire panels based around it. And like, I'm sorry guys, I know I'm a prude, I don't get it. And there was a lot of it this year.
Here's what I can
turn
say.
down the horny just a little bit. Like, look at me. I'm holding a Daki. I don't care that much. I think it's funny to a degree. I don't have problems with suggestive art. And they had their usual clop only section, which is fine. Like, I was fine with that. I just didn't like that, they false advertised a panel that should have been about rarity, but then soon became about edgy freaking jokes that I don't particularly enjoy. And so I left. So, like, that was spoiled for me. I was like, man, I should have just run this panel next year. I'd do it way better. But
we went to a bunch of panels
of the edgelords.
Yeah, and we went to a bunch of panels where the people just didn't prepare. And this is like, and this is something that I do believe is unique to Mare Fair, where people there just don't prepare as much as they should.
Yeah, I find that annoying, dude.
Yeah,
I find that really annoying.
And this is after we were sworn up and down last year that they had figured out what went wrong and were not going to let their concert start 2 hours late this year. Well, granted, it started an hour and a half late, and I missed Kanto's set because of that. Yeah. So, yeah, I missed Kanto's set because I went to Ave's panel, and they happened at the same time, but they happened at the same time because the concert started an hour and a half late. Otherwise I would have been able to see them both. But like, we went to one that would have been interesting. It was called like Pony and Culture and things like that, and it was being presented by a guy who like studies cultures around the world, and it would have been a really interesting TED Talk to see how like Brony culture compares to other cultures around the world and how it fits into like Western culture and things like that. And the dude didn't get he really just could not put his thoughts together because he didn't prepare his slides and he didn't prepare his script. So he was doing this whole complicated topic off the cuff, and it just fell so flat. Yeah, and it sucked. There was a Pinkie Pie panel there that was really good though. Like, we went to the Pinkie Pie panel on Sunday.
That was the one I got to see on Sunday. Yeah, I loved the freaking Pinkie Pie for Friendship Princess, or basically why Pinkie Pie would be a better princess of friendship than Twilight Sparkle. That was a fun panel. He had his shit together. He was a great presenter. He had evidence, and he also gave kudos to Rarity, be like, hey, Rarity's like my third pick for Princess of Friendship, but she's got to focus on her business and her creativity. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
Fair.
Yeah.
Justified.
And that is a thing about like the culture of Mare Fair specifically, is that they don't really take it seriously. They're having fun, and I get that it's cool to have fun, but I don't know, maybe I'm just pretentious because like I was a professional for a while And like I was in theater, you know, when I was a kid and as a teenager and up to college, and took it just very seriously. And I have fun taking my performances seriously. And whenever I'm going to get up in front of a panel, and Heather does the same thing, she rehearses, she writes, she memorizes her script, she's got it down. I do the same thing. And these guys are just off the cuff, right? Like, you would have never caught me. He was like, oh, I found out 2 days before the convention that my PowerPoint, my Microsoft Office subscription expired. I'm like, 2 whole days? I would have, like, you could have told me 30 minutes before my panel that PowerPoint wasn't going to work, and I would have had my script backed up and my slides recreated on another program. It's just, you like, if you're going to get up on stage, you got to take it seriously. Let me freaking show the stream what's going on your desk right now, Heather.
Oh, they missed it though. The cat came by. I thought, was I not on the whole time? Am I fucking that people just been watching me hold a docky?
Yeah, they were. You were on for a while, so I was like, okay, she's not doing anything. I'll put it back. But then there was a cat here.
Hey, this is prime content right here. Me holding a docky. People pay money for this.
So yeah, and there was just there was a lot of really weird. Like, you can't, if you're gonna put on a show or a talk or a lecture at a convention, for God's sakes, write your script, prepare your slides, rehearse. You can't just like goof around with your 4chan buddies in the goon session at the hotel room the whole time. Take yourself a little bit seriously. I know you're a 4chaner. Take yourself a little more seriously. Oh, that cat's doing something back there. Let me freaking.
He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump on a table. Yeah,
can
he
the,
can
the stream see? Oh, I see another
right
cat over there too. Yep, we got a
two of
cat
them
on. Yep.
Well, now he's leaving because he's like, I don't want to be here anymore with my brother.
Heather, pick up that cat and put it on your lap.
Man, I'm gonna have to take off my headphones.
Put it on the
dock.
dock.
Say goodbye to my wife.
Yeah.
Love you.
My
Yoshi saying, Brony, please never say the words goon sesh ever again. I mean, with the amount of Rule 34 at this convention, I mean, that's what I assume is going on.
If I may touch on it though, one thing I can respect, other than some of the panels kind of being like, I don't know, not very careful about it. At least when it comes to some of the stuff, they try to keep it secluded to a specific place it should be at. That's where I can respect it, you know? Like, it's like in its own section. So that way people can choose to be in it or not. You know what I mean? I mean, frankly, it's kind of everywhere, you know? But...
So, real quick, because in a few minutes here, I've got to go do my gaming stream, and then Heather's got her gaming stream tonight. Let's talk about next year, because we do know that they are coming back for another year. And freaking,
can I interject with one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, Spencer.
Yeah, to build on the last topic, I opened my con book to page 8, Friday, in the bottom left corner. From Friday, 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Goon Sesh 3 at Mare Fair 3.
Yep, that's the thing. Frankly,
and they had to put a little red warning. Reminder, please do not actually goon in the panel room.
Do that in the bathroom like a normal person.
Yes, they have bathrooms for a reason. And make sure, keep it clean.
Like, it's cool that Mare Fair isn't gonna, like, discriminate based on your politics like some other conventions have been doing. It's cool that they're not going to censor. It's cool that they can have this audience, but doesn't need to be the whole thing.
True.
It
needs to be toned down a bit, I can agree. It needs to be toned down a bit. It needs to be more contained.
At a certain point, it's too much. At a certain point, we're flying too far to the other extreme, and we're still giving the Brony fandom a bad name. Like, at a certain point, it is not okay to be cringe. I don't care what Heather says. It's not okay to be cringe.
Well,
if they were more courteous, this wouldn't be a problem. Now, would it? If you followed the 3 C's, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I think I can stand on Heather's point there. I think she's talking about like okay to be cringe in the sense of you have a place to do it. You know, I see where she's coming at. There's a place to do it, but in public, have
Just
a bit
like
of understanding.
gooning. Don't goon in public.
Do that in your own room or in the bathroom or never.
Do that in your own house.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that's fair. And
what were you gonna say, Ave?
I was just gonna say, that is the culture that's been around Mare Fair, around the fandom, particularly in the Brony in the 4chan side, ever since 2010. I mean, it is near about inexplicably linked to the whole fandom. I mean, as a whole, to where I didn't know about that side because of people like you, Brony, because my real experience with the fandom back in like 2015 was PonyTubers and all that. And you had, AC Race Best and Brony Reacts, and you had Silver Quill and all the debaters and all the people that analyzed the episodes, and Dr. Wolf, and I am forgetting names, and Lightning Bliss, and that one Scottish girl whose name I'm forgetting right now. And Kim Possible talks a lot, whatever her name is. She had a whole thing about her. Who even really remembers?
Yeah.
And that was what I knew about the fandom. That was the fandom that I interacted with. Was, I guess, the side that, I guess the best way I can put it is the corona of the Brony fandom as opposed to the core. And I was like, man, this is like the greatest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. What happens when I start to see what goes on beneath the surface? And then that's when you start to see all the erotica and the pornography, and you go,
which if I can interject, you kind of have that in every other fandom, right? In every other convention in a way. It's just because Mare Fair has been more adult themed. I can understand why they're a bit more lenient because, well, kids not allowed in that kind of thing. But I can totally respect I could completely understand the fact that, like, when it comes to trying to at least have a good rep, which, let's be honest, Mare Fair does have that rep, and I don't want people to be like, oh, because you went to Mare Fair, therefore you're this, you're a Nazi or whatever, It sadly, how would I go at this? It's hard to say, because I mean, there's a reason I go to this convention, but I understand the connotations that come with it because I know there's people out there that will be kind of harsh about it, especially these days. It's kind of concerning, but not to, go into the current topics, but it's like, have some kind of like respect on the name, but frankly, adults and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want the best for your fandom. You don't want this perception that the world seems to have, that we're all just a bunch of people who are actually into cartoon horses in that way. As opposed to just liking the show for, the cute characters that it has and the lessons and the stories that it tells.
And I mean, that's basically what most people are going at, especially in Mare Fair. Like 99% of the time, it's about the mares, it's about ponies, it's about all that stuff. Yes, it gets pretty sexual. But the thing I think that really kind of like has me sad about it all is the fact that people make it political. And it's like, well, here's the thing. Mare Fair is not a political convention whatsoever. In fact, you could probably, it's sad.
Well, then
sad,
people,
the reality.
Yeah, then people take that as the opportunity to come with, to do the frickin' swastika, and we know that that wasn't condoned or by the convention, and those guys got banned, and they, when they don't have that type of thing. But it's the political stuff is not the problem of Mare Fair, and we've talked about it for 2 years straight that the political stuff is not the problem of Mare Fair. But I do have a genuine critique of the culture of that convention. Yes, it was great to go with you guys, and it was pretty easy to avoid the sexual stuff at that convention, but it was way the heck more prevalent than other conventions, and also people don't prepare for their panels when they're gonna have a panel. So that, those are two critiques that I can definitely make of the culture. The stuff that you see on like Twitter and Blue Sky, where it's you know, people are like, oh, everybody who goes there is a Nazi. Well, the only reason you say that is because they are allowing people to be there regardless of whether or not they agree with your political opinion on things. So, and there's 1 or 2 people at an entire convention with thousands of people at it that have some kind of like Nazi joke, which is more akin to a joke that became an ancient meme from 4chan, right? And they're cosplaying that for some freaking reason because they're weird.
Anonymous?
And it is weird. Yeah. Now, there was a freaking Nazi swastika in the vendor hall. They called it the friendship windmill.
I told you know what? I came up to that stall. I saw that, held it, spun it in my hand, and said, "Oh, cool, windmill." I did not see a swastika when I saw that. I wasn't looking for that. I thought about buying that thing. I did not know it was a swastika. That was a complete mistake.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that either. I thought that was just a windmill. Wait,
I thought it was just a windmill.
Yeah. It looked like a windmill to me. Yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, I can see where you're getting at.
Yeah, but at that point, it's like, what is Mare Fair really about?
With a Fluttershy face.
Yeah, so we don't really need that in the fandom. So that's I don't really know exactly where I'm going. Like, the people that are complaining about Mare Fair are complaining about the politics, and the politics of Mare Fair are so far removed, and so little is a percentage as an overall per capita. Like, you're more likely to see political stuff at other pony conventions, but it's just, it's going to be, let's be real here, it's going to be leftist, leftist, liberal, communist even, sort of symbols and things like that to show that you're an ally to other people. And those guys, if we're being real, can't handle seeing anything that's not that. So it's not, they're mad that Brony, you are allowed to go to a convention not agreeing with them and their viewpoints 100%. What are you saying, Heather?
I was going to say, yeah, I believe back at Everfree Northwest, there was a literal communist flag of Starlight Glimmer, and no one batted an eye at that.
Because Starlight Glimmer had that connotation with what she was doing back, like, season 5 it was?
Yeah.
And I know that's been a huge thing.
It was the big joke that she was a communist.
Yeah, the big joke. And I can understand what people mean, because I've had this conversation with people before about the whole communist flag and stuff. They said, yeah, communists killed more than fascists, which, they have a point. They have a point. So, communists killed way more people.
So that's the thing, is the other conventions and the people that go to them are just mad that you are allowed to go to a convention, even though you have political opinions that might be different from the bog standard.
Have a different political opinion?
Yeah, the bog standard leftist. But that's the thing, is that's not supposed to be about and you get like BabsCon and Winnie City and TrotCon and Everfree Northwest, and they're like, oh, they straight up came out and explicitly said, if you're conservative, if you voted for Trump, you are not allowed at this convention, which is not unifying the fandom, it's dividing it. And if you've got a problem with people that think differently than you, you're not going to get them to understand you or agree with you by isolating them like that. Yeah, you're just like, say they really do believe something that's bad, and you don't want them to believe something that's bad. You're not going to convince them by isolating them from society. You have to reach out and be friends with them. We literally have 9 seasons of showing why that's the exact thing you do. And how many villains did we get redeemed? Like 10? A
lot of them, majority of them at least.
Of people that were like literally trying to kill the main cast, and then we're like, oh frick, I've seen the error of my ways. That's okay. We forgive you. You'll be better. And yeah, that's how you do it. And that's what Mare Fair was trying to be about. It wasn't
but then it got twisted,
Yeah, because they based it off, their initial audience came from 4chan, which likes to make Nazi jokes and likes to make racial slur jokes. So and then they just lean so far into the pornographic aspects of the fandom that it just swings back to the other extreme. And like, I would just like some balance, please.
If I could put it this way, sorry to cut in, but if we could put it this way, I think seeing horse dildos at this convention is definitely way more of a, oh my god, they actually have that shit compared to something that almost looks like a swastika. Like, that just looks like a windmill to me, being honest to you.
Well, ain't no one taking pictures or anything in that clop cave.
Dude, I kept my camera off in that cave. You know,
you're not filming any of that.
Exactly. Even though there's such good content, like for example, my friend asking the sheriff, "What do you think about all this?" And the sheriff going, "Doesn't bother me. I wish I caught that, but she was standing right next to the horse dildos that you touched, Heather." You shouldn't be saying that out loud.
Don't fucking put things don't put things out there that I supposedly did. Okay,
guys, it's a joke. It's a joke.
I watched it jiggle. That's what I did.
It's a joke. Allegedly, it's a joke. So, I'm just throwing that out there.
I do gotta. It is. I know it's after 8:30. When I said I was gonna go live and play Ponyvania, I'm gonna have to go edit that, and I'll start it at 9 or something like that. But real quick, guys, tell me who's gonna go to Mare Fair next year, and what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go to Mare Fair. Yeah, I'm definitely going. And this time I'll get a.
What's your plans for next year's Mare Fair?
Try to get more friends to come along, because really at the end of the day, it's about having fun with my friends. Like, all other stuff aside, I'd rather go to a place with friends. You know, that's all that matters. And if anything, I want to get a room at that hotel, so that way, you know, I think it'll be helpful for everyone that I know, because you know, I know you guys would need a nice rest and not have to drive 40 minutes out of the way, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and just get along with everyone, have a fun time. You know. Maybe get a little more tipsy this time around. You know, I deserve to have fun.
Ave, what are you going to do next year?
Storytime will see a return, and it will be better prepared than it was last time. I wonder if you were like half talking about mine with preparation.
No, not at all. You were actually like you and Heather's panel for the best panel at the convention are like neck and neck.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, because
like for the nitpicks that I could make on your panel, it was still leagues above all the other panels we went to at that convention.
Well,
I wish I went to it. I'm sorry I missed your panel.
Hey man, it's all right. It's Mare Fair. There's too much. There's everything that you want to do all at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I'll go to the next one.
No, thank you. There will be the return of Storytime. There will be another panel where it's called "You Cannot Write Fan Fiction," where it's basically just a shitpost, a semi-serious shitpost, where I basically go through the really bad, like really bad ones of fan fiction, of like bad grammar, bad storytelling, self-insertion kind of stuff, where I just basically say that this is you, and you cannot write fan fiction. And then I'd like go through like actual like grammatical and storytelling beats, and like the serious part of where like I say, hey, all right, here's like what you can't do, here's what you should do. And it's like, you know, it's going to be kind of one of the dig at the audience panels, but it's also going to be, educating, edutainment, as you will. And the third one that I'm thinking of doing, I'm not so certain about this, is that me and some buddies, it's just going to be stupid, where we basically just draw on each other and like permanent marker, like we draw on each other's stomachs and permanent marker whatever the audience, whatever we want to draw. Not what the audience wants to draw.
I don't think I like this idea. I think that's going to get a little too weird really quick, especially with culture.
Okay. We're like,
gonna get Brony up there.
I probably shouldn't allow the audience to make suggestions, because the audience is going to make the
You give the suggestions, and they choose. Make sure it's like, you know, it.
Yes.
You know,
just exactly like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So Brony is not going to get up there, because Brony is a fat, ugly piece of trash. And
you're going up there.
And also, I have a very particular problem, and I might not say exactly what it is, but I will remind you of the movie The 40-Year-Old Virgin and the wax scene with Steve Carell. And that's okay. So,
I mean,
yeah.
Well,
and
first,
every last inch of me's covered in hair. So the
Brony, all we have to do is part of the panel. We got a waxing.
All right,
Brony comes up there, we wax him first off.
Oh God, no! I will literally kill all of you. Emerald, what are you going to do next year?
I don't know because I haven't seen the schedule yet. But probably spend an unfortunate amount of time in the merch hall.
I'm gonna try. Well, hopefully we'll do the cosplay contest again, and I will try to bring back. I'm gonna put in for a lot of like physical activity sort of events. I want to do Brony debates live again. I want to do
that was fun. That last Brony
I want to do I want to do Harmony Through Health again. Maybe I'll do like a fencing panel with some like foam weapons that can be safe for people. And then I want to put up like a ring somewhere and just be like, okay, $5, see if you can defeat Sombra in a fencing duel. And if you win, I'll give you a button that says I won, and if you lose, I'll give you a button that says I got my butt kicked by King Sombra at Mare Fair. And what else do I want to do? Buckball. I got to figure out how to translate buckball into a live sport that people can play. And what else we got to do? And I want to make a prance event for the game room.
Yes, that would be fun.
Yeah, and I gotta consult Walter Snacklefox because he knows a lot about like making gaming tournaments and things like that. And Heather, do you have any plans for next year?
So 2 panels max, cosplay contest, and I don't want to put too much on top of that because I feel like that would be just too much. Like I don't want to overload myself because Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? 2 panels max if they give it to me, and cosplay contest, and I will just vibe. I'm gonna go to my friends' panels, maybe. I'm not gonna plan too much because then you'll overwhelm yourself very easy.
That actually gives me an idea. Maybe I should actually try to get a panel and have to figure out the exact concept. I know a good concept I want to do, but maybe I should do that. What do you guys think?
If you can think of a good concept, I mean, just if you want to, go for it.
Yeah, I'll bump some ideas with you guys because I think I got one about like how to be normal, how to be a normie, because I feel like I was pretty normie at this convention, So I think I could, teach a thing or two to these autists.
So let's see here, and then real quick, we did have some chat that I wanted to go over. 7=1 Heart said, when we will see a Brony convention on a cruise ship. We already had that. It was called Sequestria. I don't think they do it anymore though. Trent said, I'm guessing not the Hyatt Regency MCO. They probably don't have a convention center. So I don't know why we weren't at that place this year. The same place. I don't know why they changed venues again. I liked the place that they had last year. It was closer to our house. And, we got away with free parking over there. It was $90 freaking to park at the venue this year for the weekend. Holy frick.
It was near the convention. That's why. It was near everything. So
it was a much nicer venue. And maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Let's see here. I Am Boot says, Brony, how would you feel if you got your OC card in a Prance expansion pack? I would love that. I would be extremely honored for one thing. And also, obviously, I would be in the YouTuber section. And the thing about that is that would balance out the YouTuber section because there's 4 of every card. But then there's 5 then there's 5 OCs and 5 YouTubers in the expansion packs. And then you can get even more but that's going to throw off the balance of the game. So your basic cards, the ones that are not power cards, those should be, either 4 or 6, or otherwise an even number, right? So putting me in the Prance deck would balance it out to 6. Oh, we got a tip.
Emerald Spencer tipped $20.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just reminded me I owed you for parking.
We did it.
Yay.
Yeah, that's right. I paid for the parking. Anyway, thanks for that, Emerald. And let's see here.
Of course.
So in fact, I might, just try to find the Prance artist and just be like, hey, here's however much it's going to take. Make a Prance card of me, please. Gojillion says, I'm still waiting for a Brony convention to open up in Idaho. Nobody lives in Idaho. Nobody's going to go to a Brony convention there. I'm sorry. You're going to have to come to Mare Fair or Everfree Northwest. Actually, if you're in Idaho, Everfree Northwest is going to be your best bet. That's the one that's closest to you, and I would recommend Everfree Northwest. That's a great convention. I've been going there since 2013. I love it. Irish John said, that con intro animation was certainly something. Yes, it was.
It was amazing.
And so I Am Boot says, I am crocheting while listening to this. Well, you can take a break from crocheting now, or maybe you can crochet some more while you listen to Heather's gaming stream. Or and I'm about to take a little bit of a break, and then at 9 o'clock I'm gonna come back to play some more Ponyvania, and I hope you all join me for that one. But thanks to everybody for joining the.
Wait, hold on, Brony, don't close it yet.
What's up? What's up?
Real quick for you.
What do you got to do?
Give me a second. There we go.
Editz tipped $35 for gas. Thanks for driving me around.
I think it did.
You're very welcome. You should have given that to Emerald though. Oh, and it fell out. It fell out of the bowl. You should have given it to Emerald though, because he's the one who needed to refuel the car after you drove you all over the place.
I had to send it somehow. I mean, didn't I try reaching out to you, Spencer? I mean, I feel like I did, but I got no response.
I don't recall.
Oh well. Well, there you go. That should help.
Alrighty then. Well, come back in 15 minutes to watch me suffer in some more Ponyvania, and then we're gonna go watch Heather. What are you doing tonight, Heather?
Well, let me double check the straw poll, and it looks like September game poll went through. The winner is Hogwarts Legacy!
Yay!
By one vote! Yeah, because for a while, Minecraft and Uesume were tied for the lead, and then out of nowhere, Hogwarts Legacy came and said, fuck off. It is kind of the time of year to be playing something like that.
Alrighty then. Well, thanks to everybody for tuning in and listening to this over 2.5 hour long stream. I hope you had fun. And hope to see you on the next streams of tonight. And if I don't, hope to see you next week. Thanks to everybody who supports on Patreon. And stay safe. God bless. We'll see you next time. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.
Have a good night.